I was asked once, Lael, how creative are you as a person? And the answer is extremely creative. Now, the song that you just basically heard, the intro that you basically just heard just now, that was me on the piano. Yes, it was.
Ooh,
Yes, it was. So
wow.
everything that I create from this channel is done from me, from the thumbnail to the music to the mixing, the mastering, drums, everything that's done is from me. Come from a musical background. I've actually been in music since I was 5 years old. I played percussion since I was 5 years old in my mother's church band, her and my aunts, my uncles, everyone. Since then, I knew that my passion beyond just this space here, creating when it comes to the art form, collecting comics, collecting figures, music has always been my passion. So much that I went to school for it. Started out with my associates, got my master's in it. I basically studied the art form in this space because, again, for me, I love it. Creativity is a life for me, and it should be for everyone out there as well. I wanted to start with this particularly for a reason because we embellish on these particular pieces. We come together as a collective because we love this space. We love everything that we actually collect. We love the figures that we actually collect. We love having these discussions, exchanging ideas, and even when we debate back and forth about the figures we love, the figures we don't like, in most cases in the space that I know that we're in, it's done constructively. You see that basically how why I've created the Figure Flex Friday Facebook group. It's because I love to see the art form. I love to see the art form expressed, which is why people like Costa dedicated his entire channel to creating these garage shells and showing you how to do so, which is one of the reasons people like Mandy have dedicated her life to figure photography, putting out great pieces, taking her time to show you details, how certain things that she's done, enhancing other people's art as well. So there's so many people out there that are very expressive in this particular space, and we dedicate our lives to it, right? That's what it should be about. These things is what makes for an incredible experience and incredible community, and we have a tendency to expand on that. Now, to say that 2024 was one of the worst and most controversial and divisive years in this particular community, I don't want to say that, but it was concerning. You know that there are individuals out there who like to cause chaos because that's all that they know. Now, we had a discussion backstage, and one of the things that came up was that, again, there's a lot of emotions that come through this. So, I want to say something to anybody who's watching who may know individuals who may not like me. I don't hate you. There's no hate in my body. Again, for me, in a religion that I follow, there's no hatred for anyone, but I will pray for you because I'm hoping that you find some type of resolve within yourself, and whatever is tugging at those strings that makes you feel as miserable as you do. I hope you get better. But I hope for 2025 going forward, once we enter 2025 and moving forward, we can get back to the things that we enjoy, the love of community, the love of the art form, the love of collecting. And even though these things are super duper expensive, the expense is just flying through the roof. We know that. We understand that. I just hope that you understand that where it started was that first piece that you collected, that first figure that you collected, you were proud of, you felt something over. Just go back to that moment and how good it felt to get that. And then you added on certain things and you wanted your display to look good. And then you got into figure photography. Get back to those particular moments, the joy which you felt in those particular moments, not the divisive conversation on who does what or who gets replacements for what particular reason and what they need to explain to this person, or quote unquote telling it like it is. It is what it is. I mean, that's you. To call somebody broke and to say that a person it is a broke collector, I think all of us are experiencing aspects of our lives right now where this thing is breaking us. We have life experiences. We have things that we have to cancel. Yes, I canceled before 27 figures, not because I was broke, because priority took the place of all of that. Now I know that eventually I'll be able to go back and get the figures that I wanted, but I'm still getting the figures that I want. I'm still very dedicated to this space. But again, life's sometimes. That's just basically what it is. But in this particular space, hopefully we can take that on board. Understand that from going forward, the future is bright for all of us. The future is bright for this community. We are just a pocket of this YouTube community. I'm not one of the biggest YouTubers out there. I don't claim to be, and I don't look, however many people choose to watch my channel, I embrace that. I love it. Thank you very much. I love you for being here. And at times, even the times that I say, you know what, I can't, it's too much. I need to stop. There's always people that say, nah, stay in this particular space because we need this. We need this level of escapism. So I'm glad that I'm able to provide that. And that's why I'm here, despite of everything that I actually go through. One of the biggest things that happened this year for everybody was the 89 Batmobile. People love that piece. People who got it and were able to get it, whether it was the Hot Toys version or the Jazz Inc. version, you got a chance to gravitate to a piece that was historic. We love it. It was a time of our lives, and we connected to a film that was completely incredible for the moment. The nostalgia was there. But with that release came a lot of divisive conversation. Whose is better, Jazz Inc. or Hot Toys? Then there were videos. A lot of us, including me, got test batches. So when we got those test batches, we did reviews. Now, for me, anybody who knows me, I'm not a stickler for a lot of things. So if there's blemishes, if there's certain things, I am not like really, look, I'll take a battle damage piece. It might say something for me that it doesn't, it might speak for me and it might not speak to you the same way. It is what it is. But if I get a replacement in, it is not my duty to tell you why I got that replacement. That might be the agreement that I have with the manufacturer. And it doesn't mean that I'm being dishonest. It's just that, like, I don't have to tell you everything. Just like you don't have to tell me everything. Plain and simple. So again, that's amongst other pieces. But we got some amazing pieces in. Hot Toys has been going nuts this year. Literally, this is a historic year for a lot of pieces, a lot of collectibles that we have. Very historic. It just happens to be that way. But again, despite all of that, we still love this space. We still enjoy this community, and I think that we should. Plain and simple. So my hopes, because this is officially the last show of 2024, my hopes that going into 2025, we can get back to that. If somebody says something about me, you don't have to share it. Don't share it. I already know that it's out there. And it won't be just that person. There'll be plenty more. But don't share it with me because I really don't care. I live by the motto, out of sight, out of mind. And that person has to live with the consequences that they create. Because just like there's people who watch me that watch that person, there's people who watch that person who watch me as well. And it just happens. So the energy you get off, the hate you give is what you have to be responsible for. I say that, and I want to end it on that note. 2025 needs to be better, and we can do better. I love you guys out there. I love everybody who continue to watch my show. You know how passionate I am about this. I love everybody. My panelists are some of the best friends that I've ever met in life. Because again, I don't call them just panelists. I don't call them just friends. I call them my brothers and I call them my sisters. And that's just the way I exist. So please, please, it's not me being on a soapbox. It's me just needing you to understand the importance of this space, and that some people in their mental space, they use this as an escape. And that divisive animosity bullish that goes on, sometimes you never know where it might drive a person. So just think about that moving forward. So again, if you're watching, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you are always up to date as to what we got going on. With that note, let me bring in a panel. What's going on with you guys? How you doing?
All good.
We're amazing.
Everybody's good.
Good.
My
Good.
wallet.
How's my
emotions.
how's my sound?
You
How's my-
sound
Fine.
great, Pasta.
Fine.
You sound
Do
good,
I?
bro.
Because
You sound
when I do
amazing.
my own stream, I can't fucking get the sound right. Last 3 or 4 weeks, it's been like a sound hell. So
Mhm. Yeah.
Well,
man.
if
Maybe
this
one
is
day
hell
I'll
for
get
your
into
sound,
that.
sign me up.
by the way, 89 Batmobile, baby.
There you go, bro.
To the devil. and it did come perfect. It is also phenomenal. So I don't know
Yeah.
what else to say. It's
Where are you gonna put it?
I tried. Where
Oh,
dude, you know where I'm putting it? I'm putting it up in my big,
on the wall?
Yeah, the over the top of the yeah.
Oh,
That's why I built
nice.
that case.
Oh,
I also have a
okay.
shelf to go over it, and all the 89 figures are going to go on that shelf.
Oh,
It's gonna be
that's
fucking
amazing.
awesome, dude.
That's gonna
Yeah,
look
bro.
great.
Come to my channel and build with me. Not today.
Everyone should.
Don't do that. Don't do that right now, because I'm here. I'm here.
Casa,
Hit the like
like
button.
honestly, bro, like that you don't know, and I know what you go through, bro, and I know what you deal with, but
Yeah.
you literally, I don't think even you in a space can realize how much you have actually saved lives and wallets. I don't think you do. I don't think you embellish on that space, bro, as much as you
No,
should.
I do.
Yep.
I do not.
You
I
need
don't
to. You
feel
need to
that way
understand,
at all.
but you should. And I think you should
Um,
embellish on that, because there are people out there that can't afford a lot of things, but they can get these garage, even if they can't afford to collect every or get every piece needed to create these things. You give them a blueprint, bro. That's the thing, and that's the importance of having this particular space, bro. So I hope you really, you need to think about that. And I know that you take time out doing what you basically do. As much as you do, you take time out doing it, but I don't think you realize the importance of what it is that you do in the lives that you continue to touch. And I know, bro, we've had conversations behind the scenes where you felt broken so many times. And I understand that, bro. But the thing is, what you don't understand is that this community gives you that space, they give you that energy, bro. This community does give you the energy. Despite the naysayers, bro, we can't help those individuals. But it is people like you that take the time to give us this, that I think you need to understand and embrace that, bro. And I don't think you do enough to really understand. You get it?
Yeah, I can't. You son of a bitch are making me tear up here on the channel. I know. I don't.
Cheers.
If I could tell you guys all the shit I went through, you know, through life, and anyway, thank you.
You're bloody lovely. You are.
Yeah, bro.
Lovely.
Yep. Take it, bro.
I love you guys.
Take it, bro. Because I don't
time.
think we need that energy, bro. Going into 2025, we need that. It's important.
100%.
It's important to really understand and really appreciate the spaces that we create, and also the people who inspire us, bro. You inspired me to do 3 fucking cases down here, 4 coming. Like, I'm literally taking a vacation to do a 4th one. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And it's only because of the art that's behind it. But it is a gateway. It's a gateway drug from what it is. You know, I can't afford to pay $1,000, $2,000 or $3,000 for whatever. So to have this is very important, bro. It's important, and it's not any less than anything. You know what I mean? So just completely understand that, bro. Understand a place in a space that you create for a lot of us. Okay. I wanted to take the time because you don't understand that, bro. I don't think you really embrace it like you should. And I think you need to, bro. I think you need to. You need to. And I know it hurts sometimes, bro. It does. It hurts.
Yeah.
But hey, you're doing something right. And that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot of right for this community, bro.
You're out there creating where some choose to destroy. You're out there making things.
Exactly.
And sharing it for nothing. Just sharing it with everyone, which is so kind. You're giving your time, you're giving your heart, you're giving your energy, and it's brilliant.
I would have a mess of figures sitting around without any kind of protection if it wasn't for you showing me how to build this.
You are like the condom of the 1/6
Yeah.
community. All the protection you give.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Condom.
He said the
I'm
condom.
super happy to be the condom. I'm hoping, you know,
Yo, that's crazy.
magnums. I'm hoping I'm a magnum-sized condom.
Oh, you're
Yes.
ribbed. You're
Oh my
ribbed for our pleasure.
You need-
man.
yo,
You're ribbed.
you need
Elephant
to-
he's
size,
ribbed.
at least.
Yes.
You need to put that under the pop culture living room display.
Oh.
The condom of the collecting community, bro.
Pop culture.
You just got your
wrap
new
it up.
tagline.
Just wrap it up.
Well,
Wrap it up.
I
You got to bag it
will
up.
say, I
Yep.
will say this: there have been several times, like I started this when most people started. I started the channel, you know, during the pandemic because I lost my outlet for my improv and my and sketch comedy,
Yeah.
and doing it on Zoom just sucked. It
Yeah.
like trying to do improv on Zoom, it doesn't work. And there have been so many times that I've been like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And then I get a comment from somebody, I get you guys, I get all of this, you know, I get the community out there in the chat. I'm like pointing to the screen where the chat is, everybody. This is me
I do the
pointing
same
to
shit.
you guys.
Chat's right
Yeah.
here.
This is me. You guys are right here. And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys have, like, you know, brought me back, brought me the joy.
Yeah.
I try to avoid those people that are just negative all the time, and you have to. I've done that with politics now too. I haven't watched like anything political in forever. I feel so good. It's great. So
Screw the news.
Oh, so you
yeah,
feel-
get the negativity. Let's get the negativity and the toxicity.
And do you
out
know
of the
what Patti
community.
Smith said? People have the power, and they do, because what you put out spreads. You know, like sometimes you could be walking down the street, and I know it sounds really corny, and you feel like shit, and you've had a crap day, and you're feeling really sorry for yourself, and you walk past someone, they just look at you and just catch your eye and smile.
Yeah.
And man,
Yeah.
that lifts you.
It
Just
does.
that.
It does.
Just that. Costs nothing. Just kindness costs nothing. Lyle, your opening was just beautiful. You know,
Yeah.
and what I'm
It was
going to
amazing,
take,
dude.
I've been a miserable bastard the last few weeks because my stupid arm, but I'm taking through to the new year and all the way through just positivity. Screw the negativity. It's not
Yeah.
good for anyone. It's not good for
Yeah.
yourself. It's not good for anyone around you. Screw it. It's just push for positive. Always, always.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Just pay attention, but ignore the
Yeah.
propaganda. You damn right.
Yeah.
You damn
Yeah.
right, Rusty. You damn
100%.
I
right.
also I need to also thank my wife on top of that.
hell
Because
yeah.
without her support, like you need family to be behind you too. Like it's yeah, and I do consider you guys family, just so we know. This
Absolutely.
Not this dude.
CLI.
Not this dude. Not this
No.
dude. Not him.
Hey.
It's my dirty old uncle who's my age. It's my
Not him.
dirty old uncle. But we're both
No.
the same age.
Not him.
Wait, Costa, you're
Nope.
60?
Oh,
no, I'm not.
What?
Oh.
What did I do? What did I just do? Oh no.
The shade of it all. Okay.
Listen, I graduated 2 years ago. I've just had a hard life.
Graduated from the old folks home.
Listen, when you can put your face on this panel, sunshine, you can talk to me like that.
Going through a
Asshole.
chemical peel process. I'm not camera worthy.
Listen,
He's in full cheeks mode.
Full
That's what's
cheeks
happening.
full cheeks.
Jacob,
mode.
see that tiny little bit Scottish DNA you've got in you? Man,
Got it.
that must have come from a sheep.
Yo,
You're lucky this isn't a chat, man.
That's sweet.
Anyway, man. Thank you guys and everybody that's actually in here. We also have a special guest, my bro, Press X to continue, who I call aka the therapist in the building.
Welcome.
Thank you for being here, brother. I told you I was going
We're
to get
sorry
you
in
on
advance. We're really sorry in advance.
Hey, you know,
I got the warning when I started, so I guess this is for you now too.
I got the warning after I started.
Oh,
He got the warning after the whole process. It wasn't the beginning. He got the warning after everything started. So you already know how to go.
they must really like you then.
Take a
Right?
swig of NyQuil, then look and go, oh crap, I should have read that first. Oh, no.
Definitely it is. So again, you already know these ragtag full of MFers right here who I love to death. So you already know
Great
it
company
is.
here. And great company.
Definitely. Here's the thing. You know what's crazy? I was talking to my mom on Christmas Day. I went over and actually dropped her stuff off. We had a nice little conversation. And she watches the show. And she says she watches on Sundays. She watches it because not just because of the collecting, but she loves the diversity. She loves the diverse discussions, and she loves to talk. She loves to see people all around the world. So she watches. So Mom, if you're watching right now, I'm sorry in advance. This is basically, and Mom, if you're watching right now, if you see Cheeks McGee, he picked the wrong day to come on. If you're watching,
I'm sorry, Mrs. Rockwell. I promise be on 80% good behavior.
80%, leaving the 20% out there, bro. With Agent Silver Fox Mom, it's only 10% of good behavior. Just got to put that.
Hey, listen, your mom's only watching the Silver Fox. Let's be honest here. Come on.
Anyway, thank you guys for definitely being here today. And before we kind of jump in, as I do each and every week, and again, if you want to call me a shill, don't give a shit. I just like promoting brick and mortars and individuals who actually help me out in my collecting space. So sorry in advance if it doesn't work out for you, or if you feel any other type of way, ain't got nothing to do with me. Maybe you need to get your own life together. That's on you. Other than that, let's start out with this mofo right here. Watch the sixth over there at Comic Relief.
Shill, baby, shill.
Definitely, if you're looking for your 1/6 scale experience, comics as well, a 1/6 scale, anything you're looking for, head on over there. Again, you see the store hours, or now it's closed, but you see the actual phone number there where you can actually reach out to him. Sign up for the newsletter. He does send shit out. He does send comics out. He does send your figures out. Just make sure when you order them shits that you keep to your word and pay for the motherfuckers. But anyway,
That's right.
definitely got to give a shout out to him as always. Again, sign up for the newsletter so you're always up to date as to when the figure's arriving, when there's a new figure releasing, when there's a 50% off butt cheek coupon. Make sure that you actually
Every second Tuesday.
every second Tuesday, make sure you head on over there and take advantage of that. Also, got to give a super duper shout out to my man Ray over there at Underground Figures. Again, he is running a special right now. He started on the 26th up until the 31st. If you live in the United States, free shipping on any in-stock figure. So if he has it in stock, you definitely get free shipping on that. Sign up for his newsletter, create an account, always respond, let him know what you're looking for, and he'll definitely make sure that you are taken care of. Also a pillar in the community. Also got to give a shout out to my man Ray over there at Hawk Wars Toys. Not only do you get nice little care package with your figure, but you get stickers, comic books, everything that you're looking for. You can find it. So definitely give him a shout out. He's been doing it so well in this community, and always make sure that we have what we need to proceed. And last but definitely not least, got to give a shout out to my man Brian Wong over there at ModuCase Modu Space. If you are looking for an incredible display, I think right now he has a special running up until the 31st as well, which is the Christmas sale that has expanded past the new. Oh, actually, yeah, before the new year. Ends on the 31st. So definitely head on over there. Tell him I sent you. He'll take care of you. Any size display that you're looking for, he got it as always, man. So definitely thank you guys for always your support and just supplying us what we need. So let's actually dip in real quick. Let me say what's up to everybody out there in the chat. We got my man Windman in the building. Thank you for being here as always, brother. Let me see here. We got Ren's Talentino's in the building. Thank you for being here, brother. As always, he's hello.
That son of a bitch.
We got Chuck G in the building. Thank you for being here. We got the Booty King, Sunday Booty Loving Fun Day. Thank you for being here. Let me see who else have we got in here. Of course, we got my man Chuck. We got my man Collectors Republic in the building. Thank you for being here. We got J Rob in the building. My bro Rusty Bronco is in the building. Thank you for being here, my guy. Who else do we have here? We got Johnny Saunders in the building. Thank you for being here, brother. Mr. Wick is in the building. Thank you for being here, man. As always, we got Prop Wiz in the building. Thank you for being here. We got Del Guito in the building, as you already see. Mark Lee, this motherfucker's in the building. Pop Culture Trojan. Thank you for being here, as always. Who else do we have in the building, man? Holland Toy Flicks is in the building. Thank you for being here. Tijuana Mike is in the building. Thank you for being here. Mary Sullivan, my man Commander Green is in the building. Thank you for being here. Who else got with CJP Models is in the building? Got the Lego one. Yeah, collect them Legos too, because I've been on this Lego kick for a minute. We got
Dude.
Yeah, bro.
There's a real quick. There's a Leonardo da Vinci one that's just been released that I'm definitely getting. It's the Flying Machine and a little Leonardo. It's gonna be awesome.
Really?
Bro, do you know that they're about to release the Burt Reynolds Thunderbird?
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? From Smokey and the Bandit?
From Smokey and the MF and Bandits, bro. I cannot wait. You don't understand.
My God. I'm gonna have to buy Lego again.
Yeah, bro.
Well, I just found out the neighbor that lives behind me, his friend from college runs the Star Wars department at Lego, and he was like, dude, I'm telling you, just ask. I'm not doing this as ask me. And I can get you any Lego set for 50% off. He's like, my friend is tired of getting, people he doesn't know or doesn't care about Lego sets. He's like, please, if there's anything, and maybe that Death Star might come, the new one that they're rumoring.
Yeah.
What's his address?
Anyway, which one?
Your hookup for Lego.
He said, "What's
you
up?
You want a Lego? Tell me."
No, I said, "What's his address?"
He said, "What's his address?"
I don't know his address. I'm not going to tell you my neighbor's address. You don't know where I live. I don't want Cheeks McGee at my house.
We got Dion.
That's too much. That's too much cheeks. Too much
no such thing, my friend. No such thing.
Here.
We got Striker 47 in the building. We got my man Arman Hazim in the building. Thank you for being here. Who else do we have with us as always? Let's see here. DF Flexon is in here. Thank you for being here with us as well. Anybody else that I missed? Just kind of making sure that I get through here and then we get everybody. Hey,
out there.
Palaw's in the building. Thank you for being here as always. Who else is out there with us? We got my man Kinky Sphincter in the building. Where is Sexual Chocolate at Second Brother? Hey, we got to get him in there, man. He's a member for 33 months. Thank you for being here as always. Who else we got? My man Philip the Fool is in here as well. Yomo is in the building. Thank you for being here as always. Justin McFly, Huey Freeman is in the building. What's going on with you, Huey, bro? Thank you for being here as always, man. We definitely appreciate you, man. So, this has been a week. This has definitely been a week. And no, you know what? It's been a fucking month. It's been a year. It's been a month. It's been a year. It's been insanely. I mean, yesterday, me and Chewy did our top 10. He did the top 10 reveals of the year. I did my top 10 releases. And when you think about that, like we both had a top 10 list of not only just figures that were released this year, right? But also just damn near like figures that figures that were revealed. Like it's just nonstop each and every damn week, sometimes 3 to 4 figures that are actually released. Like this shit is insane. And it just doesn't
so many NRDs, you might as well be paying for releases.
Yeah.
Like, there were so many things.
Yeah. Like it's definitely the way it is. So it's just like, and this is going into 2025. They're offloading a whole bunch of shit right now before we even get to 2025. Like literally. Like, and I know they're doing a lot now. Sometimes they do a lot of this shit before Chinese New Year, but they didn't do this shit last year or the last couple of years.
No,
never seen anything like this.
No, nothing. And now let me ask you, and Jake, I'm glad you chimed in on this. As a distributor, bro,
Mhm.
how has this shit literally affected you, bro? Like, how has it affected you with like just the massive overhaul of shit that's fucking coming in, bro?
Dude, no one can keep up with this release schedule. I mean, my clientele has been forced to have to make some tough decisions on what they can and can't pick up because nobody can keep up with that. I mean, if I'm pulling back the curtain in the month of December, Sideshow has taken $40,000 from my bank account to pay for these goddamn figures, man. And it got to the point where I was like, I might have to close the doors. Like, I don't know that I can keep up with this, or I was going to have to, do away with Sideshow.
Yeah.
It's been very difficult. And I've talked to other distributors who also sell, and we're kind of of the mind that I think what they're trying to do is get as much of this crap out before these proposed tariffs kick in.
Yeah.
Which I know you guys have talked about on your channel. But that seems to be the only rhyme, reason, logic to any of this, because otherwise they're kind of cannibalizing their own market by doing this, because Sideshow is going to have a bunch of people canceling NRDs. I've got people canceling things or having to pick between this or that and ask if I can hold on to this for another week or month or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's like I kind of need to be reimbursed right away, or else I'm going to be in a lot of trouble, a lot of hurt.
Yeah, bro.
So yeah, it's been really rough, and if they continue to do this through 2025, I think you're going to see a lot of people drop off the way they did when COVID, like the COVID collectors came in and they hopped out. I think you're going to see a lot of that too.
Yeah. That and which, again, the dope part is not only do I have like somebody who's a client, but they are our distributor here as well. So you get the inside shit. I mean, I ask for that information. I don't ask for like the inboxing of butt naked pictures and you know what I mean.
I can do this for free.
Hey, stop sending me those photos, Jacob.
Stop asking for it.
Disgusting.
Can you send those to me? Can I get on
Absolutely.
that list?
Hey, hold up. Hey, yo, Costa, you didn't get like because Agent Silverfox does those landscaping, like he does like the photos or like this whatever.
Yeah.
Did you get the one where he took a selfie of him out in front of like this open land, butt ass naked, standing like this from behind?
Oh, landscaping and manscaping. Very nice.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I did.
Look at
And landscaping. All in the same picture.
Look at he grabbed his phone. He grabbed his phone. Anyway, but no, like there's definitely now, Mandy, like you're normally safe from this because you have the will, you have the iron-hearted will and strength.
I don't know how she does
that
it.
she's like, oh no, I'm not getting that. I'm getting this. I'm getting that. I'm picking and choosing. This is what I want, and I'm completely fine.
It's been hard. It's been really hard. That bloody range trooper keeps going, get me
Yeah.
I love that. I love the boots. Oh man, I love that. But you know what? I don't need it. So I am. I've just got my plan. And Ian's my little angel on the shoulder. Believe it or not, he's like, you don't need that. And it's like, no, I don't, do I, Ian? And then he sends me that picture of him lying on the rock with the waterfall falling on him.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's how I get them.
Yo, he does that to you, but then he sends everybody else like, yo, I'm getting this. Oh, this.
Yeah.
I'm getting two.
Why is Mandy the only one getting the tasteful nudes?
Oh yeah, they're really nice. Really nice.
He only
They're
sends
soft
Mandy the
photos.
tasteful nudes. What's the
A nice light vignette round the outside.
Every one of you guys need to look in the mirror, and that gives you the answer.
Anyway, I mean, okay, so I'm gonna start with this one right here today, because again, this is definitely, I know, one that a lot of people, it was teased. So this was actually teased when we got the reveal in the pre-order for Plo Koon. So of course we have Clone Commander Wolf, and behind him, of course, we got a member of the Wolf Pack itself. Now, for people who are clone collectors, right? I know that the excitement behind this in general. Now, here's the thing. I'm a Clone Wars fan, but I don't collect every single clone. I don't.
No.
Because it gets to the point where it's like, okay, I have a connection to the storyline. But when it comes and I say this because I know that there is somebody out there in the group right now, Commander Green, who this right here, my man Commander Green, like I think that this year has been made for Commander Green because I think he's gotten almost every clone that he could have ever asked for.
So I can tell you how many he ordered of these right here.
Right? I can only imagine that he's basically had the time of his life. But again, like for me, I really, and I did now as far as Plo Koon, I am, because I mean, come on, that's part of the Jedi Order. Definitely have to get that.
I caved on that one. I caved.
Yeah.
And I pre-ordered him. I did. I said I wasn't going to. I did.
Yeah, it's Plo Koon. So you can't deny that. You definitely can't deny that. But Mandy, like with this, like I said, we're talking about these clones. What's your thoughts on Commander Wolf?
Oh, he's lovely. I'm a bit ningy about eyes though, so that right eye for me is definitely no selling point because I couldn't photograph him and then edit it. Be like, oh. No, I can't. If I get an eyelash in my eye, I'm screwed. Honestly, I'm proper ningy. So ningy is a word when you're like, don't touch that. Oh, I can't look at that. Ningy, right? Ningy. But it looks amazing. I mean, that head sculpt is gorgeous, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I love the armor. I love the design. I love the other two clones as well that they announced. Brilliant. But the only one I'm getting out of all the clones, besides I want the Ahsoka Rex, is Fives, because I've got like a like you really when you're watching Clone Wars and you make connections with someone. I'm trying to just get the ones I'm emotionally connected with to the biggest degree. But I'm a sucker for a head sculpt, and apart from the ningy eye, that is amazing.
Yeah,
just amazing. Yeah. Look at it.
It's accurate.
Yeah.
What makes Wolf.
I know he'd have to do this.
Hey, so Press X, man, what do you think? Are you a clone collector?
Ooh, I am not a clone collector, and here's why. Because you have to pick your lane. And in Star Wars, guess what? Clone Wars, which is some of the best storytelling that's ever been done in Star Wars.
Yes.
Like the storylines and the way it ends is absolutely heartbreaking. And
yes, it is.
And so you could just collect Clone Wars and have a full display. A full display. Not only characters like the clones, and the clones you think, oh, they're all the same. They're not all the same.
Not at all.
Some of the most individualized characters in Star Wars are the clones. And not only that, you got the vehicles. You have some amazing vehicles. And then you got their Jedi generals. And so the fact that they're releasing, Mace Windu and Plo Koon and Kit Fisto and Kenobi, and it comes with and Skywalker, and it comes with the gear from Clone Wars. I could just collect Clone Wars. Thankfully, I can sit back and appreciate this because I do love the Clone Wars. This is super tempting, but there's the sheer amount of Star Wars that's out there, and Clone Wars collectors, they're eating good this year. They're eating good this year. I mean, you think about the only thing we're missing, but where's Asajj Ventress? It's got to be around the corner. It's got to be around the corner. But you got a Grievous this year. You got, Savage this year. The vehicles started releasing this year, and then they dropped this on us. In addition to Plo Koon, in addition to that one Jedi commander who I cannot remember, but he got nerfed by Palpatine right away in Revenge of the Sith.
Plo Koon, there's Kit Fisto,
Sassy Teen.
There we go. That one exactly. Yeah. So that one's on the way as well. So this is a lane that I can't quite dip my toe into because I know I'll just want them all. I want Bly, I want Gree, I want Wolf, and you can't just have one clone. You gotta have
Gree so bad.
Oh, Grease. That's an amazing character. That's
God,
an
I
amazing
love
figure.
Grease.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
no, I think they knocked it out of the park with this, especially with the, is it Ningy? Ningy?
Ningy.
Ningy.
Ningy, Ningy, ugh,
The
Ningy,
Ningy
ugh.
eye. The Ningy eye. I'm all about the Ningy eye. And the
Yeah.
Ningy eye.
Yeah.
Ningy eye. The
They're getting
Ningy eye,
money's
man.
worth.
Like,
Ningy eye.
Getting their money's worth with this Tamora Morrison head sculpt.
Oh, he
Bro,
must
they
be
are
making a lot of money.
he gotta be making
More
like
Morrison making bank.
Yep.
he's chilling, like, yo, you got my head sculpt, you know what I mean? Like, let's go. But
It's just getting better and better, though, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
look at the detail on that. It's like bloody hell.
yeah,
It's
definitely.
just getting so good. The sculpts now are just like, you know, that Paul Atreides, like, meh.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna definitely
Yeah.
get to
Oh,
that
good,
one.
good, good.
We're gonna get to that one because you know that before we dip in here, the biggest controversial thing of 2025 has been the level of inspired cheating that goes on in this community. The level of inspired cheating, and it's like I had to do some investigations, like in some, you know, I had to do a lot of investigating to find out where this all began. And I didn't realize it did begin like a few years back. You know, we did, you know, figure flex, but then we also did, you know, we created like a challenge, or actually every Sunday we would do like, in which we're going to be bringing back. Dan's been asking for it. We're going to be basically bringing back our poll show. Take your position. So we did take your position, and I think through that he inspired people to cheat. Then he dips into Figure Flex Friday every now and then and puts some shit up, and then dips out like Homer Simpson in the bush. Bullshit. Dan, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, I gotta slide it in when I can. You know what I mean?
No
Why you
doubt.
like that, bro?
You should know, man. You should know.
What's going on, Dan, bro? How you doing?
What's
man?
up, man? What's up?
You gotta put that Superman out there too. Some fuck
Yeah,
that
there
shit.
it is.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mandy, but this thing is incredible.
Oh,
Mother-
I'm
bugger.
sorry, Mandy. I'm sorry.
Fuck,
Oh.
You need.
You're
this.
an
You
asshole.
I'm sorry. I saw it and I was
Listen.
just like, damn.
Oh, it's
My
so
two
gorgeous.
come tomorrow. They should have been here yesterday. Goddamn Charles de Gaulle. Oh, I hate that airport. Fuck.
Oh man.
We got my
Dude,
man
what was
KG.
crazy is that
Yeah.
like when this got shipped or whatever, it landed in like Tennessee for some fucking reason, which is like not my normal hub over here. So I was like, what the fuck? I guess I'm not getting this shit till way later, and it showed up like when did I say it showed up on Monday? So I was like, super
Crazy quick that is.
fucking stupid.
Dan,
But
is it a top 10 figure for you this year?
which one?
Range Trooper.
Range Trooper.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think
Where's
so.
Have you
Top
stuck
five?
him to a car yet? Have you stuck him
think
to
so.
a car yet with his magnetic boots?
No, but like I don't know how they did that. Like the way physics work, like this is a smooth surface. A car has
Yeah.
a smooth surface.
Yeah.
How the fuck did they get it without sliding? It sticks. It just slides down.
Ah,
So I don't know. Maybe they put something where like it stops
bit
them
of
from
blue
like
tag
sliding.
or something. Just
That
But,
was
like-
a moment in time too. It could have been like,
Yeah.
all right, let me pop it on, snap it, and then
Yeah.
it dropped.
yeah.
I'm gonna
That
need
is-
you to go out to your driveway with this figure.
I mean,
right
I have
now.
a like this like fridge looking thing right here, and it sticks, but it just wants to fucking slide down
Yeah.
or fall. So
Oh,
Bro, that is the
Oh,
most
it's
beautiful,
so badass.
most
It's so-
beautiful
That is
trooper I've seen.
Oh,
I call it
Oh,
the brother
man.
cousins trooper, bruh.
Yeah.
The brother cousins trooper right here.
Yeah, bro.
Huggy
Jacket.
bear, innit?
Oh, you bear.
I think my favorite part is the visor, the
Oh.
snowboarding goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking
I
cool.
love that.
Bro.
I love that.
Dan, that's the best looking trooper ever.
Ever.
Yeah, I
Ever.
think I agree.
Outstanding.
I think I
Best
agree.
ever.
Even the hands, you know, like the hands are so good. It's
It's
everything
just-
about that for me is just like, God damn it.
No, I think the only thing I feel like they could have done better was like, I mean, it's kind of a nitpick. Is like,
Read this, Dan. Read this.
Tennessee's the hub for cheaters. I guess so, man.
That's fact. That's fact.
Dude, the only thing I feel like, and you can let me know when you get it too, Ian, is like when you start like bending the elbows and shit, like there's no like undersuit. It's just like the fucking plastic, which is kind of like an eyesore. You can kind of see like the black of the body.
Yeah.
There's no like
Sell
undershirt
it.
at all.
Sell it, Dan. Sell it.
Nah.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not.
Nah.
Then it's not good.
That's
Right,
it.
like
Get rid
that,
of
that
it.
one thing makes it just
Nope.
fucking shit now. Send it back.
Ruined.
No, but everything else is great though, man. It's fucking fantastic. The suit, it's like the heavy Mando, like puffy suit. It's great.
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely love it.
Real quick,
Wait.
Figurecraft, She-Hulk, yeah, bro. I'm just
Top
saying.
10 of the year.
Top 10 figure of the year, bro. That's my number one of the year. I used to talk about it
Yeah,
yesterday.
I skipped it.
It's fucking everything. It is. But Dan, real quick, like what have you here, bro? What do you think about this Commander Wolf figure, bro?
It's pretty dope, man. I don't dabble too much in the clones themselves. I'm more of a stormtrooper person myself, but I do have a few of them. I'll probably get this one because I did like this character in the Clone Wars. So I probably will add him. Like I have Jesse, Rex. I used to have Cody. I fucking sold him. Who else do I have? A few 501st. But no, this is cool, man. You know, it's cool that they keep doing more Star Wars. There's just so many they could do from this Clone Wars line.
The first helmets, so good.
Yeah, this is cool though, man. I'll probably get one. I have a feeling this might sit for a while, just like the others, like Jesse and all of them. So I'll probably get it eventually.
So you think it'll probably have like a shelf life for a little bit?
Yeah, for a little bit at least, unless it's like they really don't make a lot of them.
Mhm.
But so far, you know, they made Jesse, like all those guys.
Yeah,
They've made them all, and they're all still up
Crosshair.
on Sideshow. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Costa, man, what about you, bro?
I love it. At one point, I was collecting all the named clones, so I have them up to a point, and then it just gets like you had Vaughn and Jesse come out, and that was pre them pulling back on their stock, and then the Bad Batch. I'm like, ugh, I gotta get all those guys. Got them. I love this. I love the eye. I want them to continue into like Rebels because Wolf was in Rebels with you know, I like the old clones too. Let's do them all.
Yeah.
But if I was he'll probably end up in my collection at some point. I just hope he's not a crosshair where you know, there's
I think like Crosshair
amalgam.
was an anomaly, bro.
Yeah, he was on a line. He happened on the line where it was overproduced to pulling it back, and people thought
severely
they were going to overproduce them, so they were like, you know what, I can wait on Crosshair. Look at Echo. Look at
Hunter.
Yes,
they're like overproduced, and then not many people bought them, and then you got what we got. But this is just spectacular. I love the eye. That's what makes him Wolf. Well, his personality, but the eye too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's again, bro. Like I said, you know, some people will definitely overdose on clones because that's basically their jam and where they stand. You know, it just depends on your connectivity to that piece. Chewy, bro, like what about you, bro? Like where are you at with these clones, bro?
I kind of do the same thing that Costa was doing. I gravitate toward the name clones mostly. Occasionally I'll pick up, you know, if they have an interesting style armor, if they're not named but they're like a certain type of clone, and I like the design of their armor, like the Coruscant Guard clones with the red and white. I have a couple of those and they're great. But yeah, like I do still collect the named. So I have all the guys with names. I have Fives and Echo pre-ordered. I've pre-ordered Wolf, and I've pre-ordered 2 Wolf Pack guys. So I'm gonna have them on either side of him.
Yeah,
that's my plan.
Yeah.
So he'll have his little 2 guys, you know, ready to go. And then when Sassy Tin, I don't know how to pronounce that, but you know, Sassy Tin comes when he starts when he comes in for pre-order, then my plan is to get him as well. And put him in. I assume he'll have the clone armor as well, the stuff that the other ones all came with, Mace Windu and and Anakin and Obi-Wan all came with those Clone War bracers for their forearm. So I'm assuming he'll have that as well. I'm using those pieces. I'm doing like a Clone Wars display.
Yeah.
So you'll have the Jedi generals and a bunch of different of the named clones around. But yeah, no, I was very excited. I was hoping they were going to do Wolf because I love the Ningi eye. I think it looks great. I think it looks really, really
start
good.
saying Ningi now.
Everyone's going to start
I'd have
saying
to get
that
a
now.
patch. I'd have to put a patch over.
Yeah.
it.
But everybody, I was very happy that they did this, and there's a couple of others that I hope they're going to do. So I'm holding out hope for a few others like Bly. I would love to see Bly come out. And definitely, obviously, like I said before, I think they did either Sideshow or Hot Toys. I'm not sure which did do Gree. I think it was Sideshow.
Yeah,
but I'm hoping Hot Toys does Gree because I love that armor and I love the way he looks. And he's a named clone. He doesn't have a head sculpt because we never saw we saw his face a million times, but we never saw what his particular thing was. So he doesn't have to have a head sculpt if they don't want to.
No,
they could just have him with the helmet. I mean, he didn't keep his head long, so it's fine.
Yeah.
What was that the old
Yoda
Nike
make sure
clone
that.
called? That did all the sweeping and he was a real hero in that one
I
episode.
love that guy.
I wish they did him. Oh, he was so lovely.
That I forget his name and I feel terrible about that.
I'll have to go back and find out.
The clones are a slippery slope for people, I think.
It is.
But if you can kind of focus your vision of what you want to do for a collection with clones, and if you stick to the name clones only, it's more manageable. It's much more manageable actually, because otherwise you're gonna army building with clones you're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble because you could just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, bro.
And I just can't do that. But yeah. But also on that note, I have to go to work.
Go ahead, brother. That's why I wanted to kind of go to you, bro. So definitely.
But yeah, so I wish I could stick around longer because there's so much stuff I know you're going to get to that I want to talk about.
Oh yes.
Got you, bro.
But,
got it, thank you for being here, brother.
Oh no, thanks for having me even for a short time. And press X to continue. It's great to finally meet you.
Dude, it's great to finally meet you as well. I'm sure we'll run into each other again.
I hope so. And just the jump to the what's coming up. January, I'm shooting I'm going to start my channel.
There you go.
Everything is sort of prepped and kind of ready. I have a couple little things left I got to do, like an intro, which I don't do music. I don't make music, so I don't know what I'm going to do about my intro, but we'll see.
You can do some beatboxing,
Yeah. Or I could. Oh, Lael.
Just do the Chewy scream.
I got you.
Solid 30 seconds straight. 30 seconds straight.
I know. Oh, that wouldn't annoy anybody at all. But yeah, so that's my New Year's resolution, was to get my channel off the ground in January. So this is what I'm targeting. So
nice.
We'll see how it goes. Mandy, again, it's so great to see you again. I'm glad
too, Rob.
You're feeling better.
Thank you.
And yeah, everybody else, thanks again. Chat, thank you. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, Rob.
Happy New Year.
Cool, brother.
All right. We'll see you guys later.
Care.
See you
Bye-bye.
later, man. See you later, bro. Thank you for being here as always. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us, man. So yeah, Jake, rounding off with you and Age of Silver Fox, bro. Which are you getting any of these clones, man?
I'm getting Wolf for sure. I'm original as hell. I do the same thing. I get the name clones. I mean, I do have like the 501st Deluxe. I've got the shiny, just all white trooper, and then the Coruscant Guard. But then everything else is
all white.
Bad Batch. Says the guy who just picked up the range trooper. But yeah, so yeah, I'm getting Wolf, and he'll be my stand-in for the Wolf pack. I always like the idea of like the Jedi with their commander, general clone with them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll definitely be getting this. I would say though, If you guys are thinking about trying to get it later on or after, this isn't going to sit. These clones have not been sitting since like the Jesse and Vons came out. So just a little insider perspective. I would say if you're interested, pre-order it because they have definitely cut down. That's why Wrecker or Tech, all those guys are hard to find.
Yeah. Speaking of which, here, Tech, which I got, like mine hasn't arrived yet, but once it does, yeah. So it is one of those things. Ian, I know that for you, bro, like you have a strict rule, OT only. Well, what do you think about this, bro?
Well, OT unless there's something sexy like the range troopers, then I get two.
My boy's just text me. He's got one in stock. He said, "I've got one. If you want one, it's fine."
Buy it.
Do it,
Mandy. I just bought it from him
Oh,
right now
Going for it.
because I need 3.
Such a
you
dick.
bastard!
Anyway, no. Listen, I like the Clone Wars, and I like my path on Star Wars now. So I want to be diverse in my collection. I like too many things. So I like this. See, there was one photo on this with the head sculpt of Wolf. Yeah, that. Is it that one? It just shows in terms of how good a figure could be in terms of how you position the eyes, and I just think whoever's done this hasn't really been that great. There's a couple of photos I thought, but I like the, what was it, Dingy eye?
You know, if someone touches your veins like there, just no.
So in Scotland we call it bowfing. Something that's bowfing. So
bless you.
But a different connotation here, man.
But I like the eye because it reminds me of Le Chiffre from Casino Royale.
Oh yeah,
Casino Royale, yeah, bro.
Kind of thing. But yeah, it's the photo on the left. Look at the placement of that.
Looking up, isn't it? It's like
Aye.
cross-eyed.
It's weird. To me, it anyway. It looks weird.
Like you have to still adjust the eye.
It's the Ningy eye.
Yeah.
That's
I
why.
didn't think you could move the Ningy one.
I don't think you can move the fucked up one.
Oh, you can?
No,
I don't think
no,
you
dead
I
eye
thought it
doesn't
said
move.
just one move.
No.
Just one.
I mean, I hope so.
Says
Oh, it
separate
says,
rolling left
it says
eyeball.
battle damage, separate rolling left eyeball.
Yeah, so
So-
you can't move
No,
the
I'm
cross-eyed.
actually looking. The issue I've got with that photo is the normal eye, because when you look at the left eye, unless my eyesight's going, it looks a little
It's
bit
looking that way,
It
yeah.
looks cross-eyed.
Yeah, it does.
Well, yeah,
It's
he's supposed to be looking
up,
this
isn't
way.
it?
Yeah, he's meant to be looking to the
so
left.
the eye position should be slightly the other way. So
That
anyway,
way, yeah.
Yeah.
oh, what are we collectors like, eh? What a pain.
Are you getting it or not, Ian?
What was that, sweetheart?
I said, are you getting it or not?
No, because I don't collect Clone Wars. I don't collect.
Unless
Oh,
something
however,
really
I forgot you've
cool
not been
came
on the
out.
show for weeks.
Ah,
Snap.
got him.
Touche.
No, listen, as other guys have said, the clones. I mean, it's a dangerous game. All that stuff. My path on Star Wars. I like the head sculpt ones. I kind of lose mind share, to be honest, when it's just repaints.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at a collection and you go, yeah. If you bring somebody into your collection room, right, and they start to see things that look all the same, they go, they'll lose mind share.
Yeah.
I've seen it. That's why I change things up. So
Yeah, definitely.
JB says that Dewback is coming soon. That's right.
And that's what I'm not even looking at right now. I'm
I
not
need
even
that.
looking at. I don't even want to
I
talk
need
about
that.
that because I know that shit.
No. No.
They need to take their time.
need
'cause
it.
my stomach hurts right now thinking about that shit, bro. It does because I'm not ready. I'm definitely not
Yeah,
ready.
I'm gonna call it. They're gonna drop it fucking first of the year, bro. Dewback.
You know what? They can drop it, but it's just gonna take a while depending on who you got it through. and I'm
I
not
might
doing no
try to,
10
hopefully
cent
they have
shit, so I'm good.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, hell no.
That.
Moving. I want to kind of move on from this and move into this territory because this is like probably one of the most controversial releases this week. Because again,
Oh.
there were minor changes to it, like minor, very very minor, but they made a sense to tell you what you can. They made it an effort to tell you what they could do with this, and that is the Batman with the Bat Cycle from the Flash. What and before we kind of jump, because like shout out to Renstown Latino who sent me the information on this. They put in a disclaimer that you can actually use the faceplate from the BVS 2.0 that's going to be coming out. So you can swap this faceplate for one of those that are actually coming. So they made it a point to say it. Why they couldn't just give you a set of those in this, I don't know. But
it's gotta be a licensing thing.
It must be a licensing issue because
did you guys not see the video of the stunt guy?
No.
I don't know if that was like real. There's some guy, they were doing a live stream, and the guy who's the stunt double for Ben Affleck in the said that they couldn't get a hold of Ben Affleck's team to sign off on it, and they asked if it was okay to use his likeness.
For real?
Yeah, it's on Collector's Base.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So they use his likeness.
He confirmed it. He was the
Ben Affleck was just like doses.
That was the worst mistake that they could have actually done, bro. Like literally, because
they're getting cooked.
They are literally getting cooked, and I think that's why they put that in the disclaimer. On that you can swap it out. The bike is dope as shit. Like the bike again. Now I don't know, like just physics wise, when you look at this bike, it is impossible for him to turn the way he does in this movie, the way those wheels are. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it looks good. It definitely looks good. Press X, man. Is this one on your radar? Is this one you're like, yeah, nah, I'm good?
This is not on my radar right now. I'm in my 89, 92, 66 phase, I would say, of collecting. However, this figure, it's interesting because when we looked at Hot Toys, we looked to Hot Toys for realism, and for a while there, they were it was banger after banger after banger after banger, and then they go and pull something like this, where it's like, hey, look at how realistic this is, and people are looking at it and saying that's not Ben Affleck. If what I'm hearing is true, that's not Ben Affleck. And it's like, well, I didn't sign up for the stunt double. I never sign up for the stunt doubles for these figures. I actually sign up for the actual character themselves. So it seems like a half measure to say, hey, we know you're upset about this, and we know we didn't deliver on the figure that you wanted, so you can use the faceplates from this other figure. It's like, that just seems unacceptable at this stage. Just saying, again, we're holding them to a high standard. Otherwise, this figure, everything about the figure, and even how impractical this bike is, I think it's going to look great on a shelf. I like the color of the suit. I would have liked it more if it had been Ben Affleck. But this is not one that is going to be coming home anytime soon. Whoever, Bradford Affleck or whoever this is.
Somebody put in one of the. They said it looks like Happy Gilmore in a bat suit. I was like,
and now I can't believe it.
Adam Sandler, bro.
He don't got the Adam Sandler nose though, bro. That's just very distinctive.
But that's I don't. Here's the thing, because I know a lot of people didn't like the suit either.
I just like the base.
People didn't like the suit. I was okay with the suit because, like I said, I mean, it's a biker's, protection, especially for some shit like that. And I think they did a good job displaying why he needed that. Because if he'd have been sliding around the streets without this, he'd have been fucked up like the entire damn time. But yeah,
in the Batmobile then.
Right, right. What about you, Dan? Is this one that you said the bike is on your radar, not the figure?
Man, I don't know, dude. I can't collect everything, so as much as
Dan,
I love Ben Affleck as Batman, like this fucking suit was horrendous. Like I can't deal with it. Like if it's available later, which I hope it's not, I'll probably get it. Just to say I have it, and if I don't like it, I'll get rid of it.
Yeah.
But I really just don't like the it's not even like Hot Toys' fault. It's all like the design from the fucking movie. I don't like the way the cape comes out of the cowl. It looks awkward. Like the armor looks like obviously like plasticky. Like it just doesn't, I don't know, it just didn't look like a real thing to me. Even in the movie, when he was standing there with the actual outfit on, like the bike is really cool though. It reminds me of the year one Batman statue, which is like pretty dope. Or the White Knight, sorry, I believe that's the statue, the fucking huge one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It looks just like that. So I was like, this is cool. I might get the bike later, but I don't know, man. I can't force myself to like this suit or the head sculpt. This is definitely something that if I see it on discount later, I'll probably get it. Maybe it's just to pay full price for this, for me, in my eyes, it's not worth it. But you know, if you guys are getting it, you know, I'm excited for you. It looks cool, but I mean, yeah, it's just not for me at all.
So what you're saying that it is an opportunity that if I get it, I can cheat before you ever.
Hey man, with this, you're more than welcome to cheat with this. if you could convince me to like this suit, I'll get it.
We'll see. We'll definitely see. Costa, what about you, bro? What do you fall with this piece, man?
No.
He just said no.
I'm not getting anything from this line, period. Like, it doesn't ring to me. It doesn't. Anyway, no feels given. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it short.
It's just like, nah, it ain't happening. Okay, I appreciate the shortness. Mandy, what's your thoughts on this piece?
I'm getting two. No, I'm not. I've not seen the film, so. But you know me, Michael Keaton is Batman, and Adam West was Batman on the reruns when at your nan's as a kid. So they're the only Batmen for me. I can't accept Ben Affleck as Batman. I'm very sorry. He'll never be Batman to me. No, never. But I mean, it looks all right, but it looks a bit toy-like to me. Like, I haven't really studied the pictures, I must say. I haven't done my homework, but it looks just a bit like a toy, like you'd pick him up in the supermarket a little bit. I mean, if you love him, then that's brilliant, but that's my opinion, and it really counts for nothing. What do I know? But yeah, it's all right. And the bike's pretty cool. I've been watching there's a French girl that does all sorts of motorbike tricks. I'm not going to get any ideas because I crashed my own push bike, but she's amazing. But it's a cool bike, so. But I think you should get it, Dan. I really think you should.
I get the bike, if anything.
Yeah. Can you buy the bike separately?
Yeah,
or is it all
I think
in
you
one?
can. I think you can.
Separately.
Yeah, because it's the bike and the figure separately. You can get if you can find it. I know on Sideshow it's sold out. It's waitlisted, but yeah, you can.
There's so many.
Loki, this shit's kind of expensive. I just remembered it was like $600 or something for the
$600 for the set. Yeah, it's crazy.
Way.
It's insane. It's insane for the figure and the bike, which it is what it is.
So when you gonna adopt me, bro?
I mean, bro. Whew. Jake, what's your thoughts on this, bro?
No one wants to hear my thoughts on this. I'm cool on it. Let's just say that.
You cool on it? No, I want to hear it, bro.
That means he's getting it. He's not going to say shit, and he's going to get it. And then
you know what? You open this can of worms. Just remember that. No, dude. I hate this suit. I hate this movie. I hate the universe it came from. I absolutely want nothing to do with this thing. So, nope. This is all bad. This has nothing to do with the quality of the figure itself. I mean, the figure, I have no qualms with the actual figure. It's everything that it's derived from. I absolutely can't stand. I don't want any part of it.
Do you know what we have a saying here? And if you don't like it, you go, it wets its nest. It just wets its nest.
What's his name?
Yep.
Got you, bro. I got
Sorry.
you, man. Nah. It's Ian. What's your thoughts on this, bro?
I'll be a bit more constructive than Jacob, but
Dude.
my feelings are similar. My issue is the design of the bike. I like it. Looks cool. We collect things that also look cool, right? But how the hell did that bloody bike turn? Think about it.
That's
How
what
did-
I'm
It's
saying.
wheels.
How,
I think he just
it's
leaned.
just a bullet. So I had me and Michael, Ron's office, Jonathan, whatever. We had a chat, and it was like, that's got I had made a joke. It's got a turning radius that's bigger than Gotham. That can't turn, so it's just a bullet. It goes
It
straight.
just barrels down.
And
drag
that's
bike.
why and people are going to hate on me right now. That's why I didn't like the Batpod from The Dark Knight. It was just ridiculous.
I hate you.
And I didn't pick that up. So where the wheels turn, it's crazy. So yeah, it looks cool. The engineer in me just thinks, no, it looks ridiculous. So 2025, my resolution is to be a bit more honest without trying
More
to offend
practical
people.
and honest
And
about it,
I think this, it's, as Mandy says, it's too toyetic. The design doesn't work. I
Why
don't
does he have
like
a
that.
saw right by the tires?
That's what I'm saying, because even if you could turn, unless that saw. So here's and Ian, I'm right there with you, bro. So you see like those connectors, the connector with the actual cannon, unless the the handlebars are connected to that, which is when you move it back and forth, it's turning the wheels. Even with that, there's no accuracy there. Like there's no way that you can get full rotation to make a turn, even a sharp fucking turn. And the way he was maneuvering, and it looked like even in the movie, the car or the truck that he was chasing wasn't on a straightaway. It was turning. They were making turns.
So, and this is the thing. This only works for me. Imagine this like the Dark Knight in the Tumbler when it becomes the Batpod. Imagine there was a Batmobile like that. It then turns into this, and it becomes a ramming device. So it's been damaged. It then crunches in. It's got the ramming part of it, and it rams in just to get through something. Then it works.
Yeah.
In the movie, I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah,
And
like
then
a
I see
snowboard.
this, and I think ridiculous. I think the suit's okay. It reminds me of the Justice League tactical suit. Like Dan, I don't like the cowl and the cape. The faceplate's a joke. I would never ever get this, but hey, I'm always happy for people that love things. But
There's something about it, bro.
I don't like this.
Because the crazy part was when we saw it on the trailer, the very first time on the trailer, we didn't get a chance to really get an accurate look at it. I just thought that seeing it on camera, I was like, all right, that looks pretty cool, but let's see it up close. And it's like, okay, now it doesn't really work, but it's not as, put it this way, I'm gonna say it like this. Say what you will about this piece. This suit, the cowl and everything, the design is 10 times better than what the fuck I got with that Batman Begins. I'm sorry. They fucked that up. And until they basically get a replacement on that shit, that's just where I sit. But, I can completely understand where people actually sit with this. And that there was no excuse with that faceplate, man. They could have did better, but let's kind of bounce on from this, because I know this puts a bad taste in everybody's mouth, but this should make people feel a tad bit better, because this motherfucker right here, bro, there's no fucking way in hell that I was passing this up. This looks fucking brilliant, like literally brilliant. Dan, motherfucker, if you say anything close to saying that I'm not gonna get this shit, We're gonna have a conversation after the show, bro. What's your thoughts?
Oh
man?
yeah, this is already pre-ordered, bro. Nah, this is great. I think the only thing I've seen like from like the like unboxings that are already out on this thing is like when you have the unmasked sculpt, like the cape looks all fucking weird, but I'm not gonna have the Keaton head sculpt on this, unfortunately. I'm just gonna have the cowl because I think it looks fucking awesome. I think the likeness is there. Like the smiling one looks great. I think that's the best one.
Yeah.
I just love this. For some reason, the silhouette on this cowl just looks a lot meaner.
Yeah.
Like than the older ones, like from the 89 and 92 and all that. Like it's just all the extra lines, you know, like the modern look to it. Like it just looks a little more aggressive. It looks fucking good. The suit looks great.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm excited for this, but I got my fucking delay notice from Sideshow. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get this like probably February.
Yeah.
Or maybe even later. But it's crazy. I got like 2 delayed notices for this in the same month.
Yeah, they've basically delayed this motherfucker for a minute.
I just love the bass though, man. The bass, I love that like style of bass with the light up. Like that's you know,
they're starting to do that on a lot of their shits, bro. Like their figures.
Well, the flash line,
yeah. Like, it's definitely incredible.
This is sick though, man. I'm super excited. The only thing I was worried though, remember like the promo pics for this, like they really showed him getting really crazy articulation, and then in all of the final blogger pics, like
you don't really see it a lot.
Yeah, so I'm kind of worried. Maybe they fucking adjusted the articulation a bit, but we'll see when I get it in hand. But I'm excited for this, man. It looks really good.
Yeah, it definitely looks clean. Mandy, what's your thoughts on this?
I love this. I'm not getting it, but I love it. I remember when it was announced and I saw that Keaton head sculpt, and it was like, oh man, they do older men head sculpts so well. I love it. I love the suit. I love the face plates. I love the head sculpt. Again, I haven't seen the film, but as a design, and he looks great. He looks brilliant. But then, as I said, he's my Batman. So even as an older one, he's still my Batman. But yeah, looks brilliant. Wish I was getting it, kind of, but I'd have too many Batmen then, or Batmans. Is it Batmans? It's like that whole Supermans or Supermen. It's Batmans, isn't it? You can't say Batmen, can you? It's Batmans. So anyway, shut up, man. I will. Yeah, like it a lot. That's my
okay, so Dion, thank you. Yeah, okay, Dion, there you go. He said Bob Dylan told me on Figure Flex Friday Facebook group yesterday that the Maybank collectibles is reliable, so I pre-ordered this beautiful Batman figure on there. Still hoping for no problems. Yeah, bro. I'm glad. That's why I told you to head on over there and ask, man, because they'll definitely give you the updates that you actually need or that. So definitely, yeah, man, appreciate it. Thank you. Agent Silverbat, man, what you think about this, bro?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this suit. I really like it. I didn't pre-order it, and I don't know if I will buy it. I really like it, and Keaton is my Batman. I just don't.
And he's got silver hair. You really need this one.
Yeah, it is.
I know, but he's got a lot less than mine. It's
that's Propecia. Don't lie.
I'm vying for your silver foxness. Look, we're gonna have a silver off.
Leo's sitting there like the silverback. I know he wants the full silver beard. I know he wants that. So
I'll get it.
It's a long way off yet, though.
It comes sometime.
It's a long way off.
I got a couple years yet, but it'll come.
Move to Scotland. This weather
will change it for me.
Anyway, I love this suit. I loved him in this movie. He's definitely my Batman. But again, I don't know if I'm going to pick it up because I don't know how I would display it, because I might pick it up later down the line. That's where I'm at. However, I've seen some people question the head sculpt, and that's like crazy to me, because that is
that's wild.
Phenomenal
brilliant
head sculpt.
Yeah,
bro, how do you question
fantastic.
I've seen them say it looks like someone else. It's like, shut up.
That's crazy. That looks like just
Yeah.
like Michael Keaton.
That is fucking
Yeah.
Michael Keaton, bro.
And
Yeah.
he slimmed up for the role too. Like he lost
Yeah.
a little bit of weight to
Yeah.
get back in shape for this. So like that's what he looks like.
I mean,
Like skinny again.
the jowls that he's got there from like an older person, I just think they've really hit it. The lips, it's like, it's really fantastic. It really is. But right now I can't pick it up because I don't know where and how I would fit it in the display. But that may be a future pickup. So, but I agree, Trevor, on here, the hair could have been a little bit better, but the head sculpt itself is fantastic, and I absolutely love this style of suit. The whole black and just the bat emblem there. It's, and as Dan said, the lines. It's probably one of my favourite Batman suits.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Costa, what's your thoughts on this,
man.
bro? That cow's incredible.
Does look great.
I think it looks great. I canceled it. Once they said it was delayed, I'm like, get my NRD back, baby. So I canceled it. It doesn't mean I don't like it. It just means that after a lot of thought, this movie was not at all what I liked. I mean, I didn't like the movie. So anyway.
Gotcha. I feel you on that. Press X, man, for you. Where you sit with this, bro?
Oh, this guy's coming home. Absolutely. Underground managed to hook me up with one, so I am super thrilled.
Yes, sir.
That they came. I mean, they always come through, but I'm super thrilled because I did not have this on pre-order. I love the progression of the suits and seeing the 89, the 92, and now this and that. This is actually going to fit within what I call my Burtonverse of Batman. You know, and so I love the way it came off. And him in the film, his scenes in the film are the best scenes of the film for me because he was an absolute badass. He came in, he kicked ass, he was using all his gadgets, and it was just it was something I thought I would never see again. Much like Beetlejuice 2, I never thought I would see Michael Keaton as Batman again, let alone, in, the 2000s. And so seeing it and then seeing it done well on screen, it's something that just had to come into the collection to show the evolution of the character. So absolutely something that's coming home.
Somebody said that they were going to actually, and I didn't think about this. I was like, yo, that's a thought, that they were going to take this head sculpt and use it for the BVS armored Batman figure from the Batman verse, the BVS version of it. They were going to use that head sculpt on that just to see how it would look. I was like, that would be pretty dope, just to kind of check it out and see if that would work. I don't know how it would work.
I don't think the connectors would work.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would be dope to see that, but yeah, I don't know how that would work, but that would definitely be dope. Yeah, bro. Jake, what you think about this, man?
I think the figure looks good. Suit looks cool. Yeah, it's not something I'm interested in getting for myself, but as somebody again who Keaton was my Batman growing up as well. I think it looks cool. It's just not something for me personally.
Gotcha.
So I've got no complaints about it. It looks good. If you're getting it, good for you. I think it's a welcome addition on any Keaton Batman display.
Gotcha. Jake, I want to stick with you on this next one, bro, because I'm really interested in your thoughts and see if because I think the deciding factor for me when it came to this was what I saw as far as the video and how fucking it's incredibly too big for me. This piece is, bro. So what do you think about this Venom, bro?
All right. So I think I messaged you and I said that size is absurd.
It is.
Like, when they put this next to the new Miguel O'Hara 2099 and all the other Spider people, I'm like, where in the hell do you display this thing? It's like as big as the damn Hulkbuster.
Yeah, bro.
It's cool. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the Spider-Man video games. I think they're a cool mythology for Spider-Man, but it's just not like my version of Spider-Man. For me, I think it's a cool like alternate take on it. This Venom is just wow. Yeah, I know, right? Sacrilege. But this Venom figure as a figure, it's cool. Like it's a behemoth of a figure. I think that the posing looks very limited from the photos we've seen. I think the attachments kind of make it look like it's got a little bit more of a dynamic aspect to it than it actually has.
Yeah.
It's cool. I will not be picking this up. There's no way in hell that I get this over the more comic accurate Venom they announced earlier this year.
Yeah.
But the size of this thing it's kind of like when DC started putting out that Black Label stuff that was in like a magazine size format for the comics. The size of those, I'm like, I'm not buying a whole new comic box to facilitate these. That's kind of how I feel about this. Like, I don't know where you put this if you've got detolf displays and you don't have giant Maji case displays. Like, what do you do with this figure? You crouch it down. I mean, I don't know. I think
cool. This motherfucker is bigger. If I'm correct, isn't this bigger than the Carnage figure, bro?
Yeah, probably. I think this thing is bigger than the Carnage. Yeah,
Carnage is like 18. This one's like 20 something or 20.
Yeah.
You should pop up the video that Hot Toys put out yesterday.
I think that's what I sent YL.
Figure going, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Because here it is. Hold on. Here we go.
It's double the size of a figure.
Bruh.
I mean that 2099 is no slouch in the size department, you know.
It's
bro,
twice the height.
Nah.
So they just gonna keep showing that white Spider-Man, the anti-venom suit, and just not gonna drop it, bro?
Bro, like, yeah,
they did.
Nah.
The anti-venom's up for pre-order.
Yeah, it's up for pre-order. It's up for pre-order. Yeah, so
Christ,
look at this, bro.
Oh, but that Spider-Punk's not yet. Was that put up for pre-order?
Not yet. Well, it's up for pre-order, but it just hasn't released. It's been delayed. Yeah.
I couldn't remember, honestly.
Spider-Punk's on a wait list. Like,
I
wish.
But
that's gonna be a Timmy
figure's huge. It's too big in my opinion, and but it does look cool.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's just, is anybody else on the panel getting this? Put it that way.
Nope.
No. They should have never announced the damn comic one until this one was like released.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I know there's some people that are excited about it, bro, but I live in a range of articulation, and if that articulation makes sense. To me, this just looks like an Ian and, everybody basically back from this era. You remember, even you, Costa, you remember the Shogun Warriors?
Mm-hmm.
The Shogun Warrior figures that were released. You actually could get them and they would pop off, like the hands could fly off. It has a different terminology over in Japan, but this is what it's like, limited articulation, and this is what this definitely feels like. So I'm like, I'm kind of good on this.
Like, you're better off getting a statue at that point. For the size you get for this, you're better off getting a statue.
Yeah, it definitely would make more sense. I want to dip in before I dip into the other one. I want to actually get into this one. I want to talk about this. I want to bring it back to Star Wars because I want to get people's thoughts on this Sabine here. I think they killed it. A lot of people basically say that the improvements on the head sculpt looks more like her than even the prototype did. Mandy, what are your thoughts?
You know what I think about Rebels and Sabine and the Ahsoka show. I was excited about this one from the minute it popped up last year for pre-order. It was an instant second pre-order. It's a little bit different, but I was chatting to my friend Jack, who paints sculpts, and he said the makeup on the prototype is just a little bit more sort of, it's a little bit lighter and it's shaded in. This is a little bit heavier on the eye makeup, and the lips are a little bit darker. But I still think it looks amazing, and I'm excited, so excited I could do a little bit of wee now. I love it. I love the Locat. I love the Ezra figure. I mean, people go, oh, Sabine's such a crap character. It's like, think what you like. She's ace. I love it. Love the helmet, love the armor. There's nothing about it I don't love. I'm so excited for this. I can't wait for Hera. My chopper should be in January. Pretty much the whole Ahsoka line, apart from a couple. I just love it. I love it.
It's a
Can't wait.
beautiful piece, definitely.
Yeah.
Press X, what's your thoughts on this, man?
So I had this. I love the Rebels. Is again one of my favorite shows. And
Yes,
if you
100%.
haven't seen Rebels, you need to watch Rebels.
Hell,
Get past the animation style because the story,
Ah,
the character
so
development,
good.
it's so great. It's so great.
Yeah.
yes.
And so when this came out, I had instantly pre-ordered it. It was a day one pre-order. And then Hot Toys did something. They started releasing or announcing banger after banger
Yeah.
after banger after banger. And I got to the point where I'm like, all right, Hot Toys, every time you announce a new figure, I cancel an Ahsoka figure.
Mhm.
And sadly, I had to cancel. The only Ahsoka figure I got was Thrawn. But this is a figure that will be coming home because it is my hope that not only of course is Hera are they gonna knock it out of the park with Hera Syndulla. Chopper of course is my favorite murder droid in all of Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And
Agreed.
yeah, exactly. I mean, if you haven't seen Rebels, you need to watch Rebels. It's got it all. But then with Sabine, my hope is that with the Mando movie, we're going to see a 1/6 scale Zeb, and
Yes.
then
Yes.
maybe season 2 of Ahsoka will actually get Ezra
Yeah.
in his
Yes.
what we expect his look to be, an updated version of his Rebels look. So the possibility of having the Ghost crew, I'm not going to pass that up. So this is going to definitely make its way into the collection.
Definitely, man. You already
So
know.
look at it. Oh, I've got an Ezra and I've got a Kanan custom and I've got a Sabine custom at the moment as well. But yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, this is definitely incredible. Ian, what's your now? I know Ian, I already know, brother. You exist in the space of again, just
But I love Star Wars and I love Rebels and there's stuff I love. I'm just in a strict lane. So, however, I can still talk about this figure and the sculpt's excellent. What pulls me out of it is the hair. It's flat. So as Clinton says in the chat, there's no contrast, there's no highlights, and it makes it it cheapens the figure for me. And
yeah, she is kind of missing like that yellowy green, huh?
Eh?
Yeah, she's kind of missing that yellowy green like tint to it.
Yeah.
Even just it's the highlight. It's flat. The way the paint apps, it's flat, and I think it detracts from the sculpt because everything else in the figure is excellent, and I wouldn't want to pose her with the helmet on. But I don't want to be this negative guy, but I will. I really hate the paint app on the hair. It's absolutely woeful.
Be easy fixable though, wouldn't it, Ian?
But then again, you're paying all this money for a figure. We shouldn't be doing this, and this goes for Aragorn, and we've upgraded stuff. Days, we shouldn't be doing that on these expensive figures. We should.
But it's just preference, isn't it? Really, like me, I upgraded the Aragorn belt because I wasn't as keen on the
that's
one that came
actually a huge difference. And Dan, if you've not done it yet,
I haven't done it yet. I need to.
You need to do it. It's a huge difference. However, on this, I think the figure looks fantastic. I like the look of it. The colour palette's great. I also would have preferred Sabine with her longer hair at the start when she was introduced in the Ahsoka show. I really loved that on the bike.
Yeah.
This hair's really taken me out of this figure, and I'm sorry.
My friend Pete would fix it.
I really don't like it.
He could fix it in 20 minutes and he'd make it brilliant.
Look at that. I really don't like it. It's like Ming the Merciless.
It could be the editing though too, because the hair looks more detailed than some, and then on this picture, everything looks flat.
It might be. So let's see if it's there. But I'm here to give my honest opinion.
That's
fantastic.
That's cool. I mean,
fantastic.
I look, it's there, but like I said in the very beginning, even I'm not as I don't want to call it. I try to remove the word hypercritical because I don't think that when people they're giving their opinion based on their interpretation of what they like and what they don't, and I don't call that hypercritical. If it's something that they don't like, they're just openly honest about it. But for me, I'm just not as critical when it comes to pieces that I love. So I'm like, you know what? I loved, I know me and 16 Shooter talked about he doesn't like the Ahsoka show, and I respect that. Which is one of the reasons why he's not going to get it, but he does like the animated version. So I'm like, all right, I can definitely get behind that. I'm going to get it because, like I said, I was a fan of the Ahsoka show, probably one of in the minority that was. But I just like the figure. I ordered it day one, and I'm sticking behind it because I just thought it was incredible. It's like, again, that's the Ahsoka line is just banger after banger. Like Press X says, they're just doing a lot in this line. So, but no, I get it. I understand it. Like I said, I mean, it's when you look at the hair, and I think, like what Dan is saying, and I've been saying this for the longest time, like, even though, like I said, a lot of these blogger photographers do a good job, I think sometimes they oversaturate with editing. And sometimes they just do way too much when they don't have to. You don't have to edit it, especially if the background doesn't call for that. It's a plain background. You don't have to basically do too much editing, with these photos. But I just, it is what it is. Costa, what's your thoughts behind it, bro?
I think it looks great. I love Rebels. I absolutely love Rebels. At the time the Ahsoka show was out, I was like, yeah, it's great. But you know what's happening? That happened with The Mandalorian and Book of when it's not on, I don't give a shit about it. And which it's sad because I love these characters. I love these characters in Rebels. I love I feel that I know there was, from the end of Rebels to the beginning of Ahsoka time has passed, but it felt like there's no consistency with the character because everything that happened was off screen and kind of talked about, but not really. Like what what happened. I'm not sure if I agree with the whole, that she's force sensitive and stuff. I don't know. Dave Filoni, it's his thing, so whatever. The figure I love. I think it looks great. I'm not gonna get it. I don't think I can get any of these. I think I'm with Trevor. I saw his in the chat where it's like, if it's an animated version, I think I will, I'd go towards that because from what I'm seeing with who is it? Oh my God, the bounty hunter.
Cad Bane.
Yes, the Cad Bane from the one that Sideshow did. I
that's so good.
Love how it looks. I think it looks amazing. I think the one from Book of Boba Fett looks amazing too, but I'm more drawn to the other one. So I might, if they start doing animated, I just wish Hot Toys would do the animated stuff because I think they would do a better job with the paint apps and stuff like that. But yeah, if you're getting this, awesome. It's it looks to me it looks like the prototype. So maybe I'm wrong, but it's my opinion. So suck it.
Got you. Jake, what are your thoughts on this, man?
I was fence sitting on this one when they announced it because I thought it looked great. I was just kind of, do I need Sabine in my collection? I'm not super attached to Rebels the way I'm attached to the Clone Wars. And even now, I'm fence sitting because I think the release looks great. I think the head sculpt looks fantastic. I see what Ian's talking about with the hair, but I feel like I've been doing this long enough where I can only trust the blogger photos so far.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where if I see it in hand, it normally doesn't look the way it does in these blogger photos. And the perfect example is I just opened up my Wasp from Ant-Man Quantumania today. And
mine gets here this week.
Pardon me. Yeah, and the head sculpt in person looks 1,000 times better than I could get on camera, than I've seen on camera. It's one of those things where, for whatever reason, the camera cannot capture what my eye is seeing in person. And so, this very well may be the same case with the hair because it looks a lot more textured in certain pictures than it does in others. I don't know what's going on with the editing. But the figure looks great. I'm still fence sitting. I did order an extra one for the shop in case I wanted it. If not, I know I can probably sell it. But I'm still fence sitting. And the shame of it is, if I did put this in my collection, I would put the helmet on there. So the head sculpt wouldn't even be a thing for me. And I'm grappling with that too because I think the helmet looks fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I add one more thing?
Sure.
I love the Loth cat. And if you got the baby Grogu set, you got a Loth cat.
She comes with the Loth cat. Yeah.
Okay.
I love the Loth cat. Sorry.
And her having a saber
hologram is different as well, isn't it? It's not like the blue holograms. It's like painted to a point, and then it goes blue. That's quite interesting. They've done that for Ezra.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Her having a lightsaber makes me kind of want it more, but at the same time, the context of the story makes me want it less.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
No, the thing is, I get what people say about that, but then at the same time, though, they had already hinted it in Rebels. They did,
but the whole story was
they hinted it in Rebels with her in when again she was training with the Darksaber. They had already hinted it at that point. So that's what I'm saying. Like when I look at it and when I hear people talk about that, I'm like, well, it was hinted. They did hint that and made an effort to basically do that in that story. But I just think that, could it have been a longer explanation? Yeah, but they did hint it and they did a good job in a sense explaining it in that space of time. But, to each their own when it comes to that. That's all.
Here's the thing. I liked the Ahsoka show. I'd say 60% of it I really, really enjoyed. But to have her whole training and fallout as Ahsoka's apprentice or Padawan happen off screen, I did think was was something that we should have been able to see because I had to go back and watch Rebels to make sure I didn't just forget that happened. But then by that logic, though, then would Pre Vizsla, since he was so adept with the Darksaber, would he have been a contender to be Jedi Force sensitive kind of thing?
Well, the Mando, it's the same thing with Mando having to deal with the training with the lightsaber. Is he going to be Force sensitive?
Well, Mando struggled with the Darksaber, so
yeah,
it was really heavy, wasn't it, for him?
He struggled with the actual.
It was heavy for Sabine too. It wasn't. It's not like it started out being easy for her.
Yeah,
so
but I think so when you think about that, even because I know a lot of people were like, "Well, how was Bo-Katan?" It's okay. So here's the way I equate it, and Jake, go with me here.
All right, I'm listening.
When you have you have a character in the comics, and you're familiar with this character, when you have a character like the Gladiator, who his power derives from will, it's his will and the belief that he can do these things. That if you fuck with his will, then you're completely taking away his use of power at that particular point. But the stronger his will, the more powerful he gets because he's an arrogant son of a bitch. And that increases his will. Same as it would be for a lantern at that time. It's your will. So for Sabine or for Bo-Katan, it was her will and the belief that she could wield it because she was already there in that particular space. Same thing for the armorer. The will, because they're so in tune with that. Not all of that has to do with anything, and not everything has to do with the Force. It's your will and how it's connected. But I think with Sabine, again, when we're hearing Kanan have that conversation with her, there were things that were letting you know, he could sense a lot more than what she could, but he couldn't openly say it because he knew at that point that it was a thing with her will. He had to actually help her learn and understand her will was the reason that was holding her back and her grief. So there's a lot that goes with it. I don't even want to go down that road.
I'm with you on that. I really am. Honestly, that's not even my gripe. My biggest gripe is that it all happened off screen.
Yeah. That's the problem with a lot of Star Wars. It happens off screen. Even with The Mandalorian and in the Book of Boba Fett, a lot of that shit happened off screen.
Yeah,
and they need to do a better job of.
I get it.
At least Skeleton Crew is
Yeah.
I love
Picasso, you brought up a really good point when it comes to Star Wars, where nowadays, because it's television, it's almost in one ear, out the other, because there's something else that's going to replace it. Here's the new hotness. So you don't have enough time to sit with what came before it, because now there's, again, another
and you know
show.
what? And another thing, Press X as well. I'm sorry that we've sat too far in a distance now with the cinematic experience that we haven't had a film on screen to kind of help support these TV shows. Like literally to bring that joy back. We're relying on the TV shows to give us that nostalgia. And as good as the Skeleton Crew is right now, viewership is still suffering. To be quite honest.
When Star Wars is on the big screen, it's special.
It's
a
special.
communal experience. When you're sitting at home watching TV, just can feel cheap.
It can feel cheap, and it's
Star Wars shouldn't feel small. There's nothing small about Star Wars.
Exactly.
I haven't even watched Skeleton Crew yet. I'm waiting for it all to come out.
Bro, it's a good show. It's a
fun
good
show.
show.
It's really fun.
It is a fun show. It is. It is definitely a fun show. Dan, did I talk to you about this, Sabine, already?
Nah, it's cool. I'll probably get it. But right now, dude, there's just so much shit coming out.
Damn.
But
I thought there would be more, a tad bit more happiness than it was for the Batman with this piece.
It looks great. It really does.
Yeah. But
don't get me wrong. I'm gonna get this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it. It's just I'm not gonna fucking rush out and get it because I didn't pre-order this. I think the one that I've been waiting for from the Ahsoka line is Hera. That one is like the one I've been waiting for.
That's you want to get. I got you.
Mrs. Cheeks McGee.
That's right. You already know. She better come with that Mantis body package, bro. But no, this is sick though, dude. I like Sabine. I like her character. I mean, yeah, the show was a perfect no. There's definitely some shit that pissed me off in that show.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna get into it, but I mean, like, I'm one of those people that I can separate the character from the show. Like, like I love Green Lantern. Did the fucking Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern fucking movie ruin Green Lantern for me? Absolutely not. I still love Green Lantern. I hope they come out with the 1/6 fucking Green Lantern sometime because he's one of my favorite DC characters.
Thank you.
But like Sabine, like even if I didn't watch the Ahsoka show at all, I would have got it because of Rebels. Either way, like I put the helmet on, like. You wouldn't be able to tell from the animation versus.
It looks animated with the helmet, doesn't it? How it sits, it's got that animation.
Yeah, it's just the color scheme definitely helps. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell too much of a difference. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I'm gonna get it
unless
now.
It's like
Thanks.
super like unless it's like super like exaggerated, but like with the helmet on, you can't really tell if it's live action or animated.
I'm gonna use Qui-Gon's poncho.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool too. Exactly.
I'm just gonna have to buy a kitten and sit her on a kitten as a howler.
Yeah,
that
kitten will be about the ricer.
Yeah, Dan's philosophy is the same thing with me getting Kang and the Wasp and Ant-Man from that movie. Like, it's the comics for me. It's not that movie.
Separating the character from the IP.
Yeah,
that's what a lot of people should do. So I get it. Speaking of which,
you gonna make me poor.
Speaking of which, and I'm glad we got to that. And I'm glad you say that. Separate the character from the IP. Separate the character from the IP. Keep that in mind. Because I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna let y'all steal my shine on this because I'm happy about it. It was one of my most anticipated figures, and it still is because I want this motherfucker so bad, and I'm glad they gave us the improvements. I don't care what nobody says. Say what you will, but I'm already in this mind frame. I know people didn't like this film, but this character.
Oh yeah.
This character, bro. This character, and on top of that, Dan, you already know the first Latino Superman that we actually, or Superwoman, Supergirl that we get on screen, right? I'm glad that they did her some justice with, again, upscaling that head sculpt. It's definitely a better head sculpt. It looks more like Sasha Callier. And then fucking, Renz Talentino, when he sent me that picture of her standing next to the BVS Superman that you have, Dan, I was like, that shit looks fucking dope. I'm happy about this piece, and I'm just going to sit in that space. I know a lot of people aren't going to get it, but again, I'm happy with what they did. I already had her paid off as soon as she was up because I wanted to have this figure. I knew that they would make improvements to their head sculpt, and they did not steer me wrong in that space.
Way better.
Way better. Dan, what do you think about it, bro?
bruh, it's already on the way.
You said it's already. Did you Tim send it, bro?
I did Tim send it. It was actually it was way cheaper than I thought it would be. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, nobody wanted it, and that's fine. Shit, more for me. It looks great though, man. Like, I think it looks just like her. In some of the photos, definitely in some other photos it doesn't. But what was really key with this is the rolling eyes, man. That really changes the figure. And and I love the way this thing looks. The proportions, everything looks very realistic. The outfit looks like I was worried how they were going to do the cape and all that, and it doesn't look bad at all. And like that picture, I think Ren sent me the same one with the in art.
Yeah, bro.
And they look fucking amazing together. I was like, holy shit. Like they really like this figure looks really, really good, man.
It does.
I really like her portrayal of it.
I did too, bro. I loved it.
Like it looks fucking amazing, man. This is definitely one I've been waiting for. I can't wait to get this in hand. This is this is definitely the Supergirl for me, dude. I'm sure the new one, what's it, Millie Alcock? I don't know how to say her fucking last name. I'm excited to see her as Supergirl too, man. Supergirl is an interesting character. I've always liked her.
And it's always been a debate whether or not she's stronger than Kal-El, bro. That's always been a debate.
I mean, she is older than him, isn't she? Technically,
she's technically older than him.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, but I think them together like was gonna look cool. But this is something I couldn't pass up on, man. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah, and I could not. I'm so glad they did such a great, incredible job on it. Jake, what are your thoughts on this, bro? I know you didn't like the movie, but what are your thoughts?
I know I absolutely hated this movie. I honestly think she was one of the only parts I didn't have an issue with, to be quite frank. But the suit figure looks phenomenal. I can't fault anybody for wanting to get this figure. I'm not personally going to get it, but again, it's just I don't want any representation of anything connected to the Snyderverse in my display. That's just me. You know, I'm very hopeful for James Gunn's universe. I'm crossing my fingers on that one. But this figure looks great, and I think that the female head sculpts they actually benefit from the fact that these sculpts soften from prototype to initial release, because traditionally the female characters, the characteristics are a little softer than men's. So I think they made some improvements, but I also do think there's the fact that these sculpts soften from announcement to final product. They benefit from that, and I think that's come across the board. I've seen that from the female sculpts, that the softness actually helps soften their features and helps with the likeness a little bit more. And I think this figure also benefited from the same thing. Yes, it looks like it's been retooled just a bit, but I think that softening just helps her likeness overall too. So figure looks great. Wired cape. I love wired capes, and so if you get this, I think you're gonna have a blast posing it.
Definitely. Anybody else on the panel while we're here? Is anybody else on the panel getting this figure, or even, you know, what are your thoughts on it?
No. And I think it's great, but again, I'm with Cheeks McGee.
Solidarity.
To me, Snyder only had one good movie, and it was 300. That's it. Everything else is crap. But hey, if you like it, grab it. It looks. I think it turned out great, this figure. So yeah. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
I think his Dawn of the Dead movie was pretty good.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Is KG serious?
Damn.
I can't tell if he's being facetious or not.
What did he say? No, I think he liked it. I think he basically liked the film very much. And KG, I'm glad you're here.
Unsubscribe.
Wow.
I'm so glad that KG is here for a specific reason. For a very specific reason. Dan, I don't know if you know where I'm going with this next, because in Agent Silver Fox, we're going to talk about this, like I told you, I promise, real quick. This motherfucking figure.
Yeah. It almost tempted me to get it, but I draw the line somewhere.
Bro,
I draw the line somewhere.
Oh my god, bro!
Even the sculpted looks fucking great, dude.
Bro, this looks like KG Chalamet, bro. It looks
That is
just
KG
like
Chalamet.
KG. That is KG. I don't give a
I mean,
fuck.
now KG's got the fucking fresh fade and everything.
Yeah, I know,
but
this was
before
KG
when he
when
had
he was
the hair,
filming.
bro.
This was KG when he was filming. Yo, this figure, like, and the thing is, I know a lot of people got like
crazy,
their
man.
invoices, a while back. I had literally, because I knew I wanted this and I was preparing for it a long time ago, I had already made sure that it was paid when it was supposed to, what it was supposed to be. So I didn't have to worry about the fucking headaches at the end. It was already there.
Direct?
What'd you say?
You got this direct, Leo?
Yeah, directly from
Nice.
from InArt. Because I
heard
wasn't
they're shipping
going.
this thing already too.
Yeah, they're starting to do it. So a lot of people have actually gotten their invoices on it. So I had made sure earlier on, even when it went up, I was like, yeah, it's definitely going to be there because I knew I wanted it. But this is definitely a contender to possibly be one of the dopest figures, pretty much out there, bro. I even like the box art on it. It is a contender to be a very dope piece. Ian, are you getting this, bro?
Here's my story on this. So, I love Dune. I love the whole story of Dune. It's amazing. Villeneuve's cinematic Dune is awesome. I day one pre-ordered this, and then the following day, I think, or maybe 2 days after, I just got so pissed off by InArt and their whole process.
Yeah.
I thought I cancelled it.
Mm-hmm.
And I cancelled my Joker 2-pack as well with them. There was a period of time they were annoying me. And then on, was it Boxing Day?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Boxing Day, I got the invoice for the final payment. And
Yeah.
and it's turned out so goddamn good. I'm keeping it because when I cancelled,
look
I
at
was
that, bro.
cutting my nose off in spite of my face.
Yeah.
This is, without a doubt, the best looking 6-scale figure I've ever seen. Forget the Joker 4-pack, forget whatever. This, and the reason I say this, because he's got Timothée Chalamet's got a very unique face, very unique skin texture, very subtle, and they've nailed it. It's not like an older guy, it's not like an Arthur Fleck where there's crevices and things that you can... This, I've seen some of the collectors in China, their videos, where it's... I always think... Let me throw something out just here as well. Everybody, we critique on the bloggers' photos and all this stuff. At the end of the day, how does that figure look like in your own display?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because the lighting. Oh, it's lighting, it's this. So how does it look in a Moducase? Case? How does it look in a Detolf? And that's what you should look at for me, and not specifically the photos. And like me and Jake were joking about in the chat the past day or so, getting a figure in hand is really important. However,
that's the KG shot right there.
That's KG right there, bro. That's
KG
fucking
right
KG,
there,
bro. That is KG. I don't give a fuck with bus.
But when you get folk that are videoing in just general light, that's when you see it in some of the Chinese videos. This is absolutely the best figure I've seen mass produced. It's phenomenal. So I thought I'd cancelled because I got annoyed with the company. I paid for it. Hey, this has been a painful time just before Christmas. Beetlejuice, Range Troopers, then this. So yeah, I had to do it. Yeah. I love the IP. Yeah. I love the IP.
Love it, bro.
Everything that comes with this, but not this. I don't like the sculpt. Normally, I like sculpted hair, but I don't like it on this one. The rooted one is just It's
that's the
10 out
one
of
I
10.
have. Yeah.
It's 10 out of 10, and I'd be devastated not to have this in my collection. I love this movie. Lucy's dad yesterday, he was round. I put on the TV of this video, put it up, and said, "Watch this." I mean, he's a huge Dune fan.
Yeah.
And he said, "Surely that's not a figure." And I went, "Yeah, it is."
Yeah, it is.
And-
Yes, it
and
is, bro.
He's seen Aragorn. He's seen that. This is like so up there. I
Yeah,
can't believe it. In
it
my
is.
opinion,
It
this
is.
is. We are spoiled. This. Honestly, I'm. I can't believe that we're getting
Yeah.
a mass-produced figure like this.
Yeah.
So
Like
is.
this, it is.
It's
It's
perfect.
everything.
It's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It is up there. It's definitely up there with Aragorn, and you know,
I think
one
this
of
is
the
better than Aragorn, if I'm being honest, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have it yet, but
100%.
It's
Yeah.
it's
I think this is better.
100% better than Aragorn. There's no doubt about it.
Like
Yeah.
the mixed media, like the different textures in the suits, the way they nailed
Mm-hmm.
it, and then the fucking
The proportions
like
on the
alternative
body.
outfit with the
Yeah.
full like mask on and cape, dude.
the accessories, everything with this, bro.
This is sick, man.
I knew, and the thing is, bro, because here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell you what this did, and I'm gonna be completely honest with it. I was not a complete fan of the first couple of episodes of Prophecy. I wasn't, because I couldn't. It was like, okay, now you're introducing the lore in a different way, in a different light, but you're starting with the Bene Gesserits in the very beginning and where it came from, right? Great Mothers, all that, right? But then after this, I was like, all right, this, I saw this. I was like, let me just go back and watch them all from the beginning, from back to back, to really understand where they're going. And then once I got to the end of it, I was like, okay, I get it. I get what you're doing. I understand what you're trying to do. And then once they basically arrived on Arrakis, I was like, okay, I get it. I get it. Not to give it away for anybody that hasn't seen it yet, but when you watch it, just, kind of take it in. But this piece with the accessories, everything, bro. And I had known it from the very beginning when they dropped it, when they gave us a tease of it, when it went up for pre-order. I was like, I am not, as much as I'm a Dune fan, I enjoyed the first film. I enjoyed the original, but again, they've gone more in detail with the way they've done it now. I can't wait for the third. They basically did scale the release date for that one up, so I can't wait. But yeah, to me, this is by far one of the dopest figures that I have ever fucking seen. Like that's how incredible, with the accessories, with everything that comes with this. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. KG, I want my 10%. Don't think I forgot. Bumped it up to 20. You've been going too far. Don't worry, we won't get it. That benefit from buy my figure, guys. Don't worry, Leia won't get any benefits from. But is anybody else? What's anybody else's thoughts on this piece, man?
Man, this. Go ahead, Mandy.
No, after you, Cheeks.
Oh, well, thank you.
You don't, Mandy.
Oh fuck!
His cheeks are really hairy.
Awesome.
I'm just walking
That just means
behind
they're
at the moment.
warmer. But honestly, like, I'm not a huge. Don't get me wrong. The Dune movies, I do enjoy. I like them.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
the only issue I have with them is I think that these movies kind of have the same thing as that Nolan's movies have, where it's really not about the character. You don't connect with the characters. The story is kind of the most important thing that's being told. It's not really character driven. And so I didn't really connect with Paul Atreides. And I don't think when the eventual turn for that character comes, it's going to impact as much as I would like it to. But aside from that, so I don't really connect with the movies on a intellectual level, conceptual level. I do enjoy them. But this figure is really making me want to get this. Like, just looking at this,
Yeah,
I want this
agree.
figure because it is fucking incredible. And I'm not connected to the movies. I'm not like, oh man, I love Dune and I got to have memorabilia from Dune. I can enjoy the movies for what they are, but then I see this figure and I go, shit, that looks fucking great, and I might actually want this figure. So I got to give it up because I'm not a huge fan of InArt, but this is by far their best head sculpt they've ever done.
Bro, this thing, like, just, and coming from you know, sitting in the theaters back in the 80s for 4 hours. The original film had an intermission in the theaters. Like literally, it was an intermission where you had to go out, you can go get stretched or whatever, and then they had Act 2 on screen. So they did that entire whatever, the way they done it. But just the lore of it. And also its connective lore to Star Wars, because we know that Lucas drew a lot of his intentions from, or a lot of his, you know, things from this film. And again, I've loved Dune since, you know, earlier years, since I was younger. So, you know, when they released these films and how well they were done cinematically, just how it looked on screen was incredible.
Incredible movies, yep.
It was fucking phenomenal. So I was just like, you know what? Yeah. And I knew I had to get this, bro. It was definitely a no-brainer for me. And the thing is, what I do respect in art for is just their attention to detail, but also their packaging, because not every box is the same. Everything is different. Like, it's a different experience when you get their pieces, when you get their, you know, their figures in hand. And that's what I can definitely appreciate with this. Now, I didn't get the sculpted version. I got the rooted version, because I got the one with the kangaroo mouse. That when she said that on screen, I was like, yo, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard. But yeah, definitely I couldn't wait to get this, man. Any other thoughts on this, Press X? Anybody out there?
Yeah, so this figure, the sculpted is $399, the rooted is $475, I believe.
Yeah.
So this figure looks incredible, and the film, of course, that was a great bit of that was great storytelling. It was great storytelling. It was big. It was bold. Sounded great. It looked great. I loved especially Dune Part 2. Loved every bit of it. They can produce something that looks this amazing with this level of detail, with this many accessories for 400 or for 475. J&D, what are you doing?
Yeah, right. Right. I don't even want to talk. I was pissed. I was pissed last week. And I wasn't even playing. I was like, yo, even if there was a thought behind it, I was pissed. I don't even want to talk about this shit, but go ahead, bro.
I mean, it just goes to show it is possible, without getting ridiculous, to have a figure that looks like it stepped right off the screen and into your collection and not seriously break the bank. So what some of these companies are out there doing, it makes me wonder, like, hey, can you really justify the prices that you're trying to charge J&D, when I'm looking at this and saying, well, this is just phenomenal. So J&D, does your figure talk and move, and is it an actually shrunk down individual, or is it just a gimmick? Because this is phenomenal. Whether you get the sculpted or you get the rooted, that is a great representation on the shelf. It looks great.
Yeah.
Just can't believe any. Yeah. Go on.
You got some thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to watch. I've seen the old Dune, which I enjoyed, but I tried to watch the new one, and it was just like, oh god, it was a real effort. I will try and go back and watch it again, so then I can watch the second one. So I don't have any love of the film, but the character, how this looks, it's just like it is. It's a work of art. I love in art anyway, and this. And bizarrely, I prefer the sculpted version to the rooted version from the two that I've seen. But they both look phenomenal. It's just incredible. Like the likeness of Timothée Chalamet, it's just like the cheeks, and it blows my mind that they can do this. And yeah, it just makes me happy that Legolas will be coming next year. And if this is anything, guys, it's like bloody hell.
Got that pre-ordered.
Yep, I've pre-ordered and paid off.
Already paid off.
Yeah, like I say, this is just amazing. Absolutely amazing.
It's a brilliant piece. It definitely is a brilliant piece.
Just like anyone that's getting this, and like you say, for the money, what you're getting, it's just like, because some hot toys are this price now, aren't they? So, but this is just, and the way that they're getting them out quite quickly now, and brilliant, just everything about it. Brilliant.
Imagine if this was a custom piece, what you would be paying.
Oof,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
thousands,
fuck.
thousands.
Ooh, shit.
Just the costume alone.
Yeah,
Holy
and the
shit.
accessories would be
accessories,
hundreds and hundreds. Yeah.
You get shit with custom pieces in terms of the box, accessories, all that stuff. Listen, this would be insane.
Yo,
Yeah.
so really, like with this, and again, like I said, it's mind-blowingly like incredible. But also, I didn't know, it's just when somebody brought it up on the channel the other day, and I went over to NARC's page, and I guess I'm just the last one to know, but there's an RSVP up right now for a Catwoman, but we don't know which one.
No way.
It's
What? Say that again, Leo. What?
There's an RSVP up for a Catwoman, an NARC Catwoman, but I don't know which one.
Are
Bloody
you sure
hell.
it's in art, not like
No,
whatever?
it's
They
NARC.
have
bro.
a. All right, because they have a.
'Cause
Catwoman
when I
coming
went
out
up-
under that.
You're
When
not
I-
last to know then, Lyle. We are.
because I went up, and maybe I'm just looking at it, maybe I'm not looking at it the right way, but when I go to what is it, let me see here.
I'm looking at it.
So do you go very farther down, it says 1/6 scale figure Catwoman RSVP
Wow.
at the very, if you go to basically at the top where it says WF Shanghai 2024, at the very bottom it says
Yeah.
here, I'll even show you. You see that?
They done the Anne Hathaway show on that, so that's
yeah,
the
I'm
one.
trying
That will
to. I'm on InArt's site. I see that. I see that. I see.
So do you think it's the Anne Hathaway version, or is it, I don't know
Yeah.
which version it is.
I'm sure it's.
It's got to be the Anne Hathaway version. Yeah.
be 100% Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, because they have the Severus
I
Snape
click on
1/6
it.
scale, you know. Yeah, this is what I see.
Mhm.
Well, let's see. What does the picture look like? It looks like nothing.
No, this it all it says is an RSVP
Yeah.
up for it. That's all.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm wondering, if it is the Anne Hathaway version. So if it is the Anne
Probably is.
Hathaway version, are they going to basically give us a 2-pack? Is it going to be a 2-pack, or is it going to be a single? Like, are they going to challenge J&D on that? Press X? That's what I was thinking about when you were talking about the prices. I
Nah,
was like,
man, they
what
just
is
need
this
to do their
thing?
own thing. Fuck all that.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Hey,
I gotta get that Snape.
I mean,
Yeah.
that might literally be their hold my beer moment where they're like, oh, you're
It could
charging
be.
what? It's like, oh, check
It
this
could
out.
be.
No, check this out. We can do
It could
this
be.
at a
It
much
could
better
definitely
price point, and we'll give you a few extra goodies just to, you
Yeah.
know, because,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man,
what
I am
J&D is
glad I didn't get
charging-
the Hot Toys one yet.
Leo, this is where they could set themselves apart, right? So we've got Yost with Michelle Pfeiffer, who is my personal Catwoman.
Yes.
But in that, if they done Zoe Kravitz Catwoman, then
Oh yeah.
then here we go. Here we
Yeah.
go. Here we go.
Yeah. That's the one that I want.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping, because again, the perception of it is that it is the Anne Hathaway version. But what if they do a switch up and say, nah, this is the Catwoman from the Batman?
Mike.
Which would
drop.
make more sense, wouldn't it, really,
Yeah.
for the Batman they've released, you know?
Yeah. If they did that, then you are listening to the people out there that want it.
Yeah.
You are listening to the motherfucking people out there that want that figure, and that would be dope if they did that. That would.
The one movie that said the bat and the cat, and we've still not got it. This-
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
bro.
This is,
Logic, and it doesn't make
excuse my
sense to me,
French,
bro.
but fucking crazy.
It is. It's insane, bro. You know what I mean? It's definitely insane. It's just an insane. I don't know. We'll definitely have to see, but yeah, that's pretty much for right now. That's it. That's what I kind of wanted to talk about, man. On the channel, man. We had a lot to kind of go over. Thanks everybody for sticking with me. 103 people out there watching. Ben Thomas, what's up with you, brother? Thank you for being here, bro. Coming through, man. As always, so good to see you, man. But thanks to everybody out there for stopping through. Good thing. I was so glad to see KG out there. Still on 15%. But thank you for being there, brother. As always, we appreciate having you here, man, with us. But yeah, I definitely appreciate it. Costa, you got anything coming up, man? Anything going on the channel, brother?
Yeah. So the channel tonight, Points of Articulation, 8:30. Although I want to talk to you after because I have an idea for next week's show.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
And then next Saturday, I am in the middle of doing the Grail case, and I've decided to do like here's my new way painting the borders. So I showed that this week. How to paint the
Bro,
borders.
you know what that would look good, and what
Oh,
would
it's
look
gonna.
good, bro.
What?
Fucking that damn Loki, bro. That Loki 1/6 scale artisan would look good with that motherfucker right there, bro.
Oh no, there's tape on it. This isn't a this is just
No,
the front
Costa.
panel.
It's
Hey.
good as it is. No
Can
notes.
still look good,
No
though.
notes.
But that
Which
looks
great.
good. I'm just saying. I thought
That-
you did that on, but that shit looks good.
Yeah, I guess if you put the throne on, yeah,
Bro, that shit
I
looks
guess,
good.
yeah.
Anyway, go
But
ahead.
this is what it ends up looking like.
Oh, you
It's
just
not
stole my
like
thunder, motherfucker.
but
check.
I'll be making these for the Loki. If anybody's interested, because it does look dope. No,
It
I'm
looks
kidding.
pretty dope, bro. That
So
looks
yeah, so
incredible.
each week I've been doing a live build on building it's one version of my Grail case that it's the smallest one, the easiest one to make. So yeah, and this is a new technique for putting on the border around the acrylic. So it takes a lot longer than the tape, but it actually looks pretty good. I'm very happy with it. So yeah, and then come on over and then watch some of the other stuff and make some shit.
Definitely,
But
bro.
thank you for having me,
As
and thank you for everything, everybody, all of you people out there.
As always,
this is
bro.
not
We
just the
appreciate you.
panel. This is everybody, and I love you guys. And Happy New Year.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much, man. Cheating ass. What you got going on, bro?
Cheating. I just finished filming the review for this Range Trooper, so try to get that out.
Say some shit like that too.
And then I'm still working on the in-art videos. I'm really taking my time with those because I want to make them look nice. A lot of them, it's actually like 90. It's like 80% posing. So like, I'll see some cheating in that. And then yeah, I'm gonna be pretty busy with the next couple of weeks. Just moving and shit. Like I've already put away some of my statues, which was a fucking nightmare, by the way. If anyone says repackage a statue, fuck.
I don't even want to think
so yeah, I've been doing that. So I'm not sure what my availability is going to be like next few weeks.
Gotcha.
I'll just pop in when I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, thanks for having me on. It's always a fucking blast being on here on Sundays, man. This is one of my favorite times of the week on a good Sunday morning. But yeah, happy New Year, everybody. Stay cheating. And
as always,
yeah.
Bro. Appreciate having you here, man. Cheeks McGee, bro. What you got going on? I mean, I know you got that. See, I knew you was going once you got that motherfucking Iron Man in that you was gonna do what you were gonna do with that video. But I was like, all right, my shit's gonna ride this week, so I'm already ahead. I'm good. But what you got going on, bro?
Well, yeah. So I dropped that yesterday. I made a reel, or I don't know whatever you want to call it, a video for the Iron Man Mark II. Spoilers, it's one of my top 10 of the year. That might be one of the best Iron Man armors they've made. It's not just a repackage of the Mark III, so
he's biased. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I am biased, but I enjoyed posing that a lot more than I did the Mark III. So, so I did that. I'll be dropping. I got to edit up my Wasp one, which will be the last one of the year for me. I'm frustrated as hell with that figure. I broke one of the fucking wing pegs off in her back. Yeah. So I will be contacting Sideshow about getting a replacement and Dremel out the peg that's still in there. But that's
see what happens when you try to cheat like me? You see what happens?
Hey man, you know what? After that, the wind was knocked out of my
hard.
sails, and I was like, I don't even want to pose this fucking thing now. Yeah, I will be doing my own top 10 of the year. So I've been working on that, and Costa's Grail case. I'm going to be making one of those for myself, actually, for when my custom Tom Hanks big figure comes in, which should probably be next month. So,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know you've been excited about that motherfucker.
Oh,
I want to see you cry when you open up that box, bro.
dude, luckily the guy doesn't live far, so it's only a couple hours. I'm thinking about just going to pick it up from him and fucking shake his hand and thank him.
Damn.
So,
Amazing.
Give
So-
him some cheeks.
and then I'll give him some cheeks for free. Actually, for what I paid for that figure, he should be giving me cheeks for free. But yeah, always have fun on this panel. I have been gone for a while because Lael grounded me for all my cheeks pictures. He said I wasn't allowed back on until today. So appreciate you lifting the band hammer, and Happy New Year, everybody.
Anyway, man, thanks for always being there as well, bro. Definitely appreciate that. Agent Silverback, what you got going on, bro?
Silver box, I like that.
Dang.
Listen, there's no silver back here. I've got a smooth back. It's fully tattooed and smooth. Listen, so, you know, you're the silver back on this show. So, you know. Anyway, I appreciate it. Had a good laugh. Love being on this show. Thank you for having me again. So, tomorrow I'm on the Hope Show. For people, I'm going to do a giveaway of the RCN Studios Andrew Garfield head sculpt. So the figure that I threw out my collection that I absolutely hate, this head sculpt came in that I completely forgot about. It came in on Christmas Eve. It's phenomenal.
Word.
Beautiful casing. Do you want me to show you it right now?
Yeah, bro.
Right,
I would love to check it out and see how it looks, man. Because
You got it pretty quick.
yeah,
I heard his knees crack.
Leo, you know how much. Jeez, look at this. Oh, fucking sexy bastard. Right. So, I hate that figure so much. This head sculpt is
damn,
Incredible.
fantastic.
fuck, bro.
This is fantastic, right?
No,
So, this is seriously. Look at that.
Damn, bro.
Damn.
That shit looks good as fuck.
So,
It really does.
So, Hope Show tomorrow, I'm going to do a giveaway, but I'll speak to Shane. There's got to be some conditions. I'm not giving it. Somebody's really got to use this, so I'm having a think about it. But I completely forgot about this coming in, and damn, it is so good. Like, I would never get that figure back because those fucking Mickey Mouse hands.
Yeah,
Fucking awful. But this is.
damn.
Oh, that reminds me. I've got Wolverine hands with the metal claws bloodied, damaged.
Yeah.
If anybody on the panel, the show wants those, I've got no use for them just now. I was clearing out some stuff. They're phenomenal. If somebody wants them, hit me up on Instagram. First person to do it, and I'll send them to you.
I'd hit you up.
I don't want his hand me
They're
down.
yours. So
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
yeah, so then on Tuesday I'll be winding up Jacob, and then Wednesday I'll be doing the same. Thursday he'll send me some bullshit nonsense. Friday I'll wind him up again. Saturday I'll wind him up again, and Sunday I'll be back here.
That's the reason I haven't been on.
And hopefully Cheeks McGee gets his ugly ass face back on the screen. Eh? Yeah?
You wind me up too much, man. I'm coming to Scotland.
I can't wait for you to come here and see if you can survive 1 week with me.
Bro, just imagine like a whole 2
I'm
weeks.
Beyonce
A
over
whole
here.
week. Anyway, man, definitely, man, thank you for being here as always, bro. Mandy, What about you? What you got going on?
Physio to try and get my elbow moving again.
Yeah.
Sabine should be here at the end of next week.
Mm.
And she'll have a friend with her when I pick her up. So just a range trooper probably. And so that should be the end of this week, start next. If I can get a lift, because I can't drive at the moment because bloody elbow. So I can't change gear. I need an automatic, or I need to be in America. So my gear stick would be there, wouldn't it? But then nothing really, just getting together with some friends, obviously for New Year and stuff. But it's been brilliant today. Had such a laugh. It's lovely to see you all again, and and the positivity that everybody puts out.
Yes.
And now we know that Costa is our condom boy, and and lovely to meet.
9% effective.
That's enough. Who needs any more than that?
Roll them right on.
Yeah, it's just been brilliant. So happy New Year to everybody out there as well, and to you guys, and thank you for just being ace, really.
Definitely, man. As always, thank you for being here and always showing up and being such an incredible person. As always, we definitely appreciate you. Yeah, as always, we do. And last but not least, Press X, man. Thank you for coming on the show, bro. At such a short notice, but being here and showing up and being indoctrinated into Collectress Lounge crew, man. What you got going on, brother?
Costa Trojan horse them in here.
Hey, beware of Greeks bearing gifts.
I'm here for the figures. I'm here for the puppets. I'm here for the feet. I'm here for all of it. Just lay it on me. Thank you, brother, for the invite. I really appreciate being included in such great company. I love hanging out with all of y'all. It's been wonderful. I've learned a lot. I'm still waiting on my photos, Cheeks McGee. But no, it's really great hanging out with y'all and everyone in the chat. What do I have coming up? Well, I don't have a channel just yet, but I do. My 89 Batmobile from Jazz Inc. Did arrive on Friday. So I damn near died getting it up the stairs.
Big ass refrigerator, bro. Damn.
That's half the battle.
I just dropped it and ran. So, got it up to the third floor, but I was just thinking, it's like, well, if he dies, it's like he died like he lived, screaming and holding a bat falling down. His last words were, "Do you want to get nuts?" No, so I'm really looking forward to putting that all together. So far, I'm absolutely amazed with what they've done with it. So I'm really happy with that piece. But no, thank you again for the invite. I can't wait to see everyone again real soon.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
I hope everyone has a great New Year.
Yeah, man. Definitely, man. Thank you for being here as always. And thank you guys out there in the chat for an incredible show and just showing up and showing out like you do each and every day. Shout out to Ben Thomas. I think he's doing Let's Get Nuts today. So definitely tune in after the show later on and check him out. Thank you for Mitchell Lawrence, Ryan Dean, Movie Cannon, Mike Fiala, Striker 47, Benjamin E. Green, Mark Lee, Blitz. Who else we got in here? I mean, everybody who actually KG for stopping through, Windman, Dirk Diggler, everybody out there, man. Thank you for stopping through and just being a part of the show each and every week, man. We will definitely see you guys next week. Same time. Dan just can't stop fucking cheating live. Cheating, bro. Like just the cheating, bro. Like I'm just your new nickname is Cheating Keaton, bro. Like definitely, bro. Make sure as always, man. But thank you guys so much for being here, and until next week. And have a happy new year. Definitely, this is the last show of 2024. So definitely have a happy new year, and everybody just be safe. If you can, definitely you want to be safe out there. But yes, we'll talk to you next week. So other than that, peace, love, and all that good stuff. We out.
See you guys.